Welcome back to Weeks of Peaks, the last week of Peaks.
No. Boo. Boo.
I think Kitty's very happy, and you know that means that we're not.
Brian, I want more episodes. I said it last week, and I'm going to say it again. Why did this guy die? Why did everyone who was in this show die?
So we're doing a watch-along for the final two parts of the epic 18-part journey that was Twin Peaks: The Return from 2017. It's a lot of numbers.
And I am enjoying it thoroughly. I thought I was going to like it, but this is way better than I thought it would be. Like, way better. Even better than you described it.
You know, there's a way to say that you enjoyed something thoroughly in just one word.
I really liked it because it had lots of cool characters. It had cool monsters.
That's your one word?
It had, yeah.
My word is thoroughgoodly. He's bad to the bone.
Oh, I see. That's really not funny, but it tickled my funny bone.
It's perfectly on brand for us.
You know why? Because I have to do my colonoscopy, so I can't eat food. So I'm hyped up on Red Bulls. That's going to keep me alive. And I'm ready for this because my brain's going to be thinking. You'd think that without eating, I'd be like slow-brained, but I'm not. The Red Bull's going to help me figure out the end to this show. It has answers. There are definitive answers, I feel.
It's true. I don't like our chances of finding them.
No, Red Bull.
We're going to have a bonus episode comes out in a few days where we're going to sit down and talk about our theories about what happened.
In fact, at the end of this one, give me a couple of things that you think so that when I'm preparing my bonus episode here, I'll have my own ideas. Because right now, you got a lot of good ideas.
So wait, you want some of my ideas so that you can present them back to me?
Yeah. That's how I've gotten through all of my school career.
That's true. All right. The career. So we're going to start up part 17. And as always, pause it right after the Lynch Frost. No, that's not it. It's the Rancho Rosa production company logo fades to black.
Electricity.
When you're on the black screen, pause it, and then we'll count down from 3, and we'll hit play on play. So like 3, 2, 1, play is how we do it. I hope you didn't do it that time. Go back.
Oh, man, I'm already watching.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
Oh, the last 2 episodes of Twin Peaks: The Return.
I need my final Be Kind rewind.
There's a guy watching a box.
There's a guy watching a box. Hey, look, there's that lady staring at us.
Yeah, that lady.
That's Laura Palmer.
17 episodes into this. Watched Fire Walk with me together. He's seen the original show, and he's still that's that lady.
I figured it out, though. I'm not going to lie. A lot of the times when I watch this by myself, I just skip over the opening credits. You know why? I don't care. I've seen it. It doesn't change.
It doesn't. I guess you're right.
That's right.
Some people like the theme.
No, I actually don't like the theme. It's annoying.
Didn't you like it when they brought it back, when Dale Cooper hit the scene again?
I didn't even notice.
Oh, my God.
You went on and on about it. I didn't know they were playing that music. I was just kind of like, all right, I miss Doug E. Jones.
Pete is, of course, a memento. We've been over this.
I'm a
He's incapable of making new memories.
I'm a tulpa from Tulsa, because that's where all tulpas come from.
Some of them come from above the convenience store.
Which is in Tulsa.
And some come from the Red Room.
They all come from Tulpa. No, Tulsa.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. I like the circus tent here. It's kind of cool. And it turns into the drapes that used to keep the movie theater separated. All right, it's black, Brian. What's happening?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Where are we?
I don't know.
Oh, we're in wherever. I forget where they even are.
They're in South Dakota, I think.
Still?
Yeah, they never really got too far. Oh, and they just shot the Tulpa Diane. Poor Diane. Is this the last time we're going to see Albert?
No. You watched these. This is the first time we watched ahead. This is where he tells him you've gone soft in your old age. He goes, now where it counts, buddy.
That's a dick joke.
And Tammy liked that joke.
I think
Tammy likes dicks.
I think Tammy kind of likes David Lynch.
Who doesn't?
What is that? That guy. That guy. There's something about those ear things, and they never bring it up again, just to taunt me.
Well,
those aren't real hearing aids.
Sometimes they are.
I don't think so. I think it's something else. Man, David Lynch is cool.
He's going to give us genuine backstory.
This is about Judy, right?
This is about Judy.
We're
finally, after all these years, going to talk about Judy.
Now, was she in the original series at all?
No.
Okay, so this is brand new, like literally being brought up now for me. Well, a little bit earlier, right? They bring Judy up at some point, or the name anyway.
Judy is brought up by Philip Jeffries in Fire Walk with Me, and then spoken by a monkey.
Right. Jowday. Get it? Because that means it's olden times and it's morphed over the eons.
I did get it because he just explained it.
I was just making sure,
Get you
man.
some hearing aids.
That's not a hearing aid. Okay, so they're going to fight. Why they want to find this evil thing, I don't understand either. They don't go into a lot of reasons.
Well, Cooper's mission, and this goes back to Fire Walk with Me, when Mike wants to give Laura the ring. And Dale Cooper says to her in the dream, "Don't take the ring, Laura." And it was always a weird moment, because why does he want her to take the ring? The ring allows her, when she puts it on, it does lead to her death, but it allows her to not be taken over by Bob. It's the way she defeats Bob. He can't take her over because then he'll have the ring on.
Right.
So why wouldn't Dale Cooper want her to have the ring on?
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Well, if we watch what happens over the course of these next 2 episodes and the plan that Dale Cooper's trying to have finally come to fruition, Laura can't be dead for that. And we saw her get sent down in a golden orb as a sort of counterbalance to the evil that was awakening in the atomic explosion.
Right.
So if you need Laura to battle these things, to defeat these things, she can't be dead.
Oh, interesting.
Which goes to how this specific episode ends. He has to find a way to make her not dead.
Okay. So perhaps Judy is the big problem that they're now fighting.
Judy is the big problem. We saw her birth Bob, so she clearly is higher in the hierarchy.
Yeah. Okay. But we really don't have any interactions with her ever.
Well, it depends what you think is going on with Sarah Palmer.
Oh, God, that's right. Sarah fucking Palmer. We don't even go back to that, do we?
We do go back to that. Did you watch these episodes
I did
with your
watch
eyes
these
open?
episodes. When did we go back to them?
We see Sarah Palmer in a very important moment at the very end of this episode.
That is some hot bullshit. And I can't wait to prove you wrong.
Okay, and since we know... Oh, wait.
Shh, quiet.
Where's your friend, though, the one that died?
Hey. I like these detectives.
Well, we know that Mr. C's looking for Judy. So, in this episode, we're going to see where he's trying to get to. And the fireman carries him to a different place. The place he's trying to get to is the Palmer house, because that's where Judy is, which is the tell that Sarah Palmer is inhabited by Judy, the same way that Leland Palmer was inhabited by Bob.
How do we know that was his
I
destination?
just told you.
Yeah, you
We
told
see
me.
on the screen where he's trying to get to, and it's the Palmer house. And then the fireman wipes it away
Oh, yeah.
and sends him to
okay.
the police station
I
where
didn't
they
know-
can trap him.
I didn't know that was the Palmer house.
Of course you didn't. That's why I don't even tell you to bother to watch ahead, because you don't understand what you're watching.
Well, no, I gotta understand a little bit.
There are people that really try to break down the deep theories of Twin Peaks, and there's people that look at a picture of Laura Palmer and go, "Oh, that girl."
Yeah, but I get it. There's different timelines. There's Sean Astin. That's a different reality version of Sean Astin right there. That FBI guy. That one.
Oh, maybe they're all Bill Pullman. Maybe the real Bill Pullman is the friends we made along the way.
That's right. Remember, everyone, I'm going to tell you who Bill Pullman is if he pops up on the screen. It could be a girl.
It works like Doctor Who magic.
Yeah, because you can change into anything. You're not stuck with whatever gen. He could turn into a teapot if he wanted to. No, I don't think that's his power. His power is just morphing.
I believe the fireman did that.
I think you're right. It's too much of a fireman kind of... What has she got on her shirt? Ginkgo leaves?
I don't even know what that is.
I think they're ginkgo leaves. It's a thing. Yeah, I'm right. Or they're dandelions. Oh, so they just found out that Dougie Jones is in a
Now
hospital.
you got me staring at these fucking flowers as if they matter.
It means something. Yay, the sheriff's department.
Hey, Chad's down here. There's Nido. There's
Maybe Billy.
Not Billy.
Maybe Billy. Who is this schmuck then?
It's just the guy to make Chad go crazy.
He was in a car, right? And
The reason I don't believe it's Billy is that we never see the Billy conversations from any of these characters that we know are at least on the same timeline. I'm getting to the timelines. We haven't even gotten to why there'd be multiple timelines yet.
I thought we talked about that last
We
episode.
did, but this is the literal episode where it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's weird to talk about in a way where we haven't even gotten to it yet.
No, I think because everyone knows. Nobody is watching or listening to this who hasn't seen this show already.
No, but it'd be confusing.
Would it? Look at him.
Yes.
Well, he was in the car where the kid accidentally shot the gun, right? Like, and there was that whole traffic holdup.
No.
No? I thought he was in the passenger seat of a car being all bloody and bleeding.
That was a different person who looked like a zombie and threw up everywhere.
That's not this guy?
No, that was a child.
I thought they were the same guy. Dude.
Oh, my God.
Oh, guess where we are?
Are we on the Lost Highway?
Maybe. Kind of looks like it.
Yep, we are. He's always driving that Lost Highway.
He is.
But again, he's the person you're sure is not Bill Pullman.
That is 100%, because that's Bob. We know that.
Maybe he's Bob.
Now you're bringing in, what if Bill Pullman took over Bob's job?
What's Bob's job?
I think the steel
Oh, no. You only got one more week left to try to get it right. Gargonzola. Gonzaga.
He's there to steal the Gonzagas. Her Gonzagas. That's why Gonzagas are eyes in this scenario. That's why she's got none. There's Hulk Hand.
Yeah. So Hulk Hand is an infuriating character.
What are you talking about?
Because it's such a stupid idea.
It's awesome.
But it becomes clear to me in this episode why it's such a stupid idea and why it's here.
Why?
Well, I'll get to that when we get to
Okay,
it.
well, why does she have no eyes? And why does she get falling out of that one building where she was from?
Well, she was trapped in a void. I can't tell you why she has no eyes. I know who she really is because I watched this.
But do we know
Episode.
that that's really her?
Who?
This is a...
You can't keep watching these things and then just deciding that the things that you're explicitly told aren't true.
Well, no, because you just assume it is because you take what you see at face value.
Because he's never lied like that.
Huh. Wait, hold on. This is where they find...
He tells him that his binoculars killed somebody.
He also needs clothes.
And we realize he got all the way to Wyoming.
Good old Jerry.
That is, have you ever been, I got to Wyoming high
No.
from Washington?
No. I'm fairly certain we saw him...
On a foot that was working against you?
I'm fairly certain we saw him wander through like a Lost Woods highway. And that's how he ends up in
Yeah,
Wyoming.
because you just make up shit you want to make up.
Dude, if you go back and watch, the last time we see him wandering, he's going through the woods, and the woods are turning like when you go to the Black Lodge.
Why do you think this is a better idea than just how funny it is that he wandered all the way to Wyoming?
Because that doesn't make no sense. It's only been like...
Have you met Jerry Horn?
I just can't believe that he went from Seattle to Wyoming. I can't.
Sometimes you get lost in the woods.
Without magic highways in the forest.
Sometimes you get lost in the woods.
All right, now what? We got Cooper doing something again? Or Evil Cooper? Yeah. Oh, this is the Jackrabbit Palace, right?
This is a location that he's been looking for with those coordinates. It looks a lot like where the Black Lodge is, but it's not. These are different trees. That's how I know.
Okay.
But these portals that open in the sky for this one is accompanied by this weird water vessel on the ground, which is what is by the Black Lodge too. So there's no portal that takes you to Black Lodge. You just enter the curtains.
That's right. And this tree isn't a brain gum tree either. It's just a tree.
It is just a tree.
And this is the third set of coordinates that
Diane gave
him right before she floated away into the sky.
which she got off the arm of the deceased Ruth Davenport.
Oh, that's right. That was a fucking Stu Macher's girlfriend.
It
when
was
they found her body.
who was
Now,
looking for Major Garland Briggs.
Son of a
Everything's
bitch.
tying together.
when they, at the end of this episode, when he goes back to Laura Palmer's house, not the original house, but the new house.
At the end of this episode or at the end of episode 18?
Maybe 18.
Maybe we should save it for then.
But I can't because I got to remember it now because I won't remember. That house that she's in, that's the same house that she found
It's the house you're about to see as he's trying to go to.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see, Brian. There's that swirly thing.
Yeah, it's called the portal. He got zapped into it, and he wants to be taken. We're going to see exactly where he's trying to go.
All right. I got to see. It's taking too long. Fade to black. Episode's over.
It's a good one.
Right, there's Major Briggs's face.
And there's a cage with Mr. C trapped in it.
All right, I got that.
There's a lot of technology that looks like you could make a teapot out of.
Sure does.
That's why I think that the White Lodge had something to do with the current form of Philip Jeffries.
There's that tree with
This
the
is where he
hole.
was.
Got it.
And the White Lodge has him now.
Yeah, so why don't they just keep him there?
This is where he's trying to go.
That's old Laura Palmer's house.
This is where he's trying to go.
Yeah,
Laura
yeah.
Palmer's house.
I got you. I figured it out now.
But he's like, fuck you. I'm the giant. I'm the motherfucking fireman. And we got you, bitch.
And look at my fancy bathrobe.
And I'm going to send you where I've set the trap. Because remember, who told Freddy to go get that green glove?
It was this guy.
It's the fireman.
Now, no, but what I was trying to point out, the house that Laura Palmer lives in when she's not Laura Palmer, she's somebody else.
Okay.
That house, I'm pretty sure, is the same place where they found the body of the one girl, Stu Macher's girlfriend there. Like it was all condemned and blocked off. I think that's the same neighborhood.
I mean, they're in a completely different reality.
Yeah, but I think it's the same set.
Okay.
Like, so I don't know if that messes with our sense of time or what, because in the original reality, it's all cordoned off and fenced off, like something happened there. But in the new one, she's just living there. All right.
Wait a minute. They're in Odessa, Texas. At no point are they in Odessa, Texas when they're looking for Ruth Davenport in South Dakota.
Okay. Why are you telling me that?
Because you said it's the same house, and they're in completely different states.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, you're right.
Jesus Christ.
Take a look at it, though. Take a look when we get there. It looks pretty much the goddamn same.
Is it a vacant lot?
It's not, because
All right,
there's...
well, we know that it's wrong now, so we can move on. It's a completely different state.
I understand that now, but maybe in the new reality, the states are different. You ever think about that?
I think about it every day.
All right, me too.
I wonder how they vote and if I can go live there.
Now she knows that Evil Cooper's here.
Yes.
She can sense it, because
And
once
he's
you
like-
lose one sense, you get other senses heightened.
It's like, what the fuck is this? I've been duped. Should never have fucking gone to see Philip Jeffries. I think the Cooper's memories took him there, and I think that it's his trap.
That I'm okay with that idea. That makes a lot of sense. I can't find any flaws with it. Oh, he recognizes from the memories where he is. Is there a bug on his jacket? Maybe.
What?
I thought I saw a bug on his jacket. It's not there now, so I think I was right. Look at this cool dude.
Andy?
Yeah, but also Mr. C. Are his eyes black when he's Mr. C?
Looked like it.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. Oh, I hate Chad. I hate him so much. Why does she talk like that?
Freddy could have just left whenever he wanted to.
But Freddy's a good guy. Also, he knew he was supposed to be here, right?
He knows he's supposed to be in Twin Peaks. He doesn't know what he's supposed to be.
Yeah. And this seems like a pretty weird place.
This was to get him to the position he's supposed to be in. So I wonder if the White Lodge had something to do with that, too. I know they put his thing on his hand, but how did he know he was going to get into a fight? Did he make James hot for Renee so that they could end up in jail?
These are all questions. These are all questions I wish I had brought a notebook to write down in so that I can think about them. Now that guy is asleep? It's sleepy time.
It says he's snoring. And Chad has a key in his shoe, and he's going to go try to kill people? I don't know. Chad's plans are not the best plans.
I'm not entirely sure who Chad was working for, other than himself, I guess.
Richard Horn. So you would guess the Balthazar Getty character?
Oh, he was working. Yeah. That's right. So he wasn't really a part of any of this evil stuff.
Who?
Chad. He's just
You think Balthazar Getty was a good guy?
well, he's not part of the Black Lodge people. He was just a guy.
Yeah.
And then he left.
Andy's going to remember that he had a vision of this.
Who is? Andy? I don't remember that. I thought you said and he.
No, because you have a slower brain than Andy does.
You said and he remembers.
I said Andy.
Well,
Yeah.
I figured that out.
Okay, because you have a slower brain than Andy does.
Not quite. I got Red Bull, baby. Wait till it kicks in. The sheriff doesn't trust him. I didn't notice that before.
Sheriff doesn't trust anybody. He's a sheriff.
Now, this is the old Twin Peaks. Look at the lights are out in the middle of those fixtures on each one.
I can't believe their chair never showed up. Now he's remembering.
Oh, that's what's happening right now?
where he's shitting himself. That's what she's wearing. He's having a memory of what happens here and where he has to be.
Oh, that was from when he went to the White Lodge.
Yes.
And the fireman gave him all that information.
Yeah. And it gave him like the operation that they wanted to give to Ozzy and Leprechaun to fix his brain. But then it relapsed. He's like more of a Charlie in a Flowers for Algernon situation.
Yeah, well, he had it for while it was needed, and then it goes away. Fireman can't tell him everything.
And then it popped back up when he needed it.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know what Chad's plan is. He's getting a gun instead of running away.
Yeah.
Chad makes bad choices in life. And that's why Richard Balthazar left.
Who?
Richard Balthazar, isn't that his name? Balthazar Getty? Richard Balthazar Getty.
No, Richard Horn is not Balthazar Getty.
No, Balthazar Getty left. Ooh. This is it. We're almost done with the show. At least the...
Yes, that's the way I interpret it too. No, it 100% is.
Right, no. This is the climax right here in this room.
Of Twin Peaks, the TV show.
Yes. And then it gets weird. I like this scene. Cooper's a bad guy.
This is why I came to understand why the Freddy thing is so stupid.
Why?
Because this is how they would end the TV show Twin Peaks, with more weird nonsense. Because see how not weird the stuff that comes after is? I mean, it's weird in a different way, but it's not weird in a goofy way. This is the goofy ending to the goofy show that was Twin Peaks.
Yeah, we have the evil...
We're defeating the evil from the TV show, Bob.
We got the crazy lady down here in the basement that we don't know anything about. We got Glove Hand here. We got maybe Billy.
It's not Billy.
You say that, but you can't
Billy
say
doesn't
that.
exist in this timeline, so it's not Billy.
But the other people are running around in this timeline.
I don't think that they are.
Really?
Yeah.
You think we're... But we were the one who ran into the diner and said, has anyone seen Billy? That was our timeline, because weren't we watching...
But I don't think every single one of those scenes is happening in the same place this is happening.
No, it's not. But I'm using that as
So
an
that was
example.
either an aberration, or we're just getting a look at that timeline. And there's still a diner in that timeline. Everything's still there. We didn't see any of the major characters, except maybe Shelley was standing
Yeah,
there.
I thought Shelley was
So
there.
Shelley still works at the diner. That's not a big deal.
I don't know. I think that if somebody was serious about this theory, they would, what's going to happen? They got the drop on Andy. Don't kill Andy. Andy can't die, Brian.
You know that he doesn't. You've watched this. Although maybe they all die. I don't know.
But you know what? These were the thoughts I was having when I was watching it for the first time. And then I was like, Hulk Hand's going to do something.
He's going to Hulk out.
It's
It's so stupid.
I like Freddy so much.
Now, I believe that there might have been an actual original plan to defeat Bob with a green hand back in the original Twin Peaks if they had continued making the show.
Why do you think that?
I think I read somewhere that Pete Martell was supposed to do it.
Who?
Pete Martell, the guy who finds Laura Palmer's body,
Oh, okay.
the guy who runs the mill,
Right.
the guy who says, she's dead, wrapped in plastic. And my favorite line, there is a fish in the percolator.
That's not Cooper.
That was Jack Nance, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Eraserhead himself.
I miss him. I remember that name.
This is the end of the... I know it's a TV show, not a movie technically, but this is the end of the road from Eraserhead to Twin Peaks.
Yep. And here's where he gets the phone call, and he finds out that there's a different Cooper.
Well, Lucy gets the phone call.
Oh, right.
But Lucy just saw Cooper. So how can Cooper be calling? I told you this shit was going to pay off. Pete, it's the most beautiful fucking payoff.
I like Cooper. You know what? I take back what I said. I don't miss Dougie Jones at all anymore. I like Cooper. I'm glad he's back.
I guess it is sad we'll never get that version of Dougie anywhere because the tulpa that he sends is far more equipped to be a person than...
Probably a fairly
Dougie
decent
was.
person and a good family man. He's got a bunch of friends now.
Yeah, it'd be like Dale Cooper being your husband and father. It'd be amazing. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love all of it. I love all of that.
The cowboy hat flying off his head.
Yeah. But I love that Lucy's the one that got him. And then she says, Andy, I understand cellular phones now.
It's good stuff. Oof. Oh, that's right, because he knows all of this stuff, though.
he knows he has to get him upstairs because the fireman has made him the conduit to get Freddy into place.
And that was it. That was, oh, well, no, he brought, what's her face? Eyeless girl? I feel like she should have wings.
Nido.
Nido should have wings.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
It probably is.
Or is it Dido? No, Nido, you said, not Dido.
No, Dido
Is
gives
a
you
singer.
thank yous.
What?
And I want to thank
Oh
you.
my God, I forgot that was the song. I knew it was an artist of
I
some
know.
sort.
I can't even make references that are 20 years old anymore.
No, I'm a child of whatever decade we're in. I only know new references. I like Hawk. He comes a running. He was probably in the new part of the building.
Do you think Hawk's pissed that they just brought in the sheriff's brother to be the sheriff when he's been working here for 40 fucking years?
I don't think so.
I think he should be.
I don't think Hawk wants that responsibility. Seems like a lot of paperwork. Nope. That's not Agent Cooper, Hawk.
It's weird to me that Hawk's the one who thinks that's Agent Cooper when he's the one who was onto the fact that there was two Coopers
Hey.
and that the good one didn't come out. He knows all that information.
Hey. That's Billy. He was Laura's boyfriend, right?
That's James.
That's James. He was Billy's boyfriend, right?
There's no Billy. Stop with the Billy.
He was Laura's boyfriend, right?
One of them.
Right, because she had lots. Oh, here come the woodsman. I can't believe I forgot that this is what happens when Bad Cooper dies.
What do you mean you forgot?
Because it happened when Ray tried to shoot him.
No, I
earlier.
remember it happening.
I forgot. I thought he was just dead.
You argue with me that's not what they were doing.
what are they doing now then? What did I say they were doing last time?
Taking it out of him.
Yeah, they're taking it out of him.
Well, yeah, but then they repair him and put it back in.
Not this time.
They don't get that far. See, this is all stupid to me. What's about to happen?
This action sequence?
The fighting the green-handed guy that we don't really know fighting the ultimate evil in a ball. It's stupid. But I think he thinks TV is stupid, so this is how the TV show ends.
Okay, so you're really looking at it as...
I'm really looking at it as this is the end of the Twin Peaks. The people look for that payoff, the return, it's happening now. He returned, he's going to defeat Bob. That is how Twin Peaks ends. Okay. But the story goes on, and the story continues, I think, across the multiverse over and over and over again. But this is the end of this part of it.
You think there's a loop kind of
I think there's definitely a loop.
With these same people? Or
sometimes.
Okay. Or just like a this is the way the universe is ordered. There's always like a good versus evil battle happening.
Well, that's definitely true. Remember back to Sarah Palmer watching the fight on
Boxing
TV?
match? Yeah.
Yeah, the thing, it just keeps going over
why?
and over and over again because it's the never-ending battle that we're going to watch happening over and over and over again. So in this version, they have to defeat Bob, right? In the next version, they have to defeat Judy.
I thought it was just because she liked watching people beat each other up because she's a freak monster.
There's that too, but the fact that the thing keeps repeating, I think it's just a comment on this doesn't end. This keeps going.
Right.
And when he goes to Philip Jeffries, the teapot, he shows him on the 8, the infinite thing, where he's going to send him. I think there's a point to that the thing keeps going back. I've said before, I think that Fire Walk With Me becomes the middle part that crosses over and over again. But it's a never-ending loop, I think, that he's been caught in for 25 years in the Red Room.
But, wait, what do you mean it was a loop that he was stuck in the Red Room?
That this is his hell. This is his jail that he walked into when he got trapped in the Red Room.
This, what's happening right now?
Everything that always happens to him. Yes. That this is a version of that. And then he goes and he's like, I'm going to change that. I'm going to send you to here, but you're still going to be stuck on this infinite loop.
Okay.
I'm not sure he ever leaves the Red Room.
Yeah, Freddy.
But look how weird this is.
Yeah.
I think he does leave the Red Room. I want to make that clear. But I think the argument that he never does is an interesting one with a lot of validity to it. I don't read it that way, but I respect that opinion.
Okay.
And the final image we do have is of Laura whispering to him in the Red Room again.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe he can never leave.
No, see, I took that as...
I don't believe it that way either, but I do.
Okay.
I respect the opinion
All
of
right,
it.
Yeah, I can see that.
That these are continuous attempts of a man who's just stuck.
Sort of like The Dark Tower with Stephen King.
Except I think in a way, well, I think things are definitely looping. I think that there's some clear messaging that there is. The second Diane, when they're in the other reality, is a tip to me that they've done this before.
What do you mean?
When Diane's sitting in the car and she sees herself.
Oh, shit,
I
yeah.
think they've done this before. Huh. I think this is something that keeps happening. Now, that doesn't mean he doesn't win in the end. I think that there's an argument that he does.
All right, so Bob didn't die, even though he got his face punched into the ground and he caught on fire. He still comes back for more.
Yeah, so they can keep doing this weird. This whole thing's weird. I mean, good for getting Frank Silva some FaceTime. The guy that plays Bob, who passed away in 95.
I was about to ask, didn't he die like a long time ago?
Like 30 years. Before this, it would have been, 22 years?
Ooh.
But look how stupid this is. But it's like the end of a weird TV show.
All right.
Because what's going to follow this is so unlike this, it couldn't be more different.
And it's so understated, too.
What's coming? Yes.
Yeah.
So when I was watching this the first time, I was like, is this really what we're doing to end Twin Peaks? And it was, but only that version of this version of it.
I thought that when this happened, like we're pretty much, we solved the Cooper, we solved the Bob issue. I thought we were really going to get into what is happening everywhere else. Where's Billy? Where's Audrey? I thought that was going to be the focus. Like Judy is going to come into this. Because, we solved this, and now we get to the real. But
finally, after all these years, somebody got the fucking ring on. I guess Bob's not really in there.
No, now it's just a body.
But they're finally going to get him back in all their Garmin Bosia.
Garmin Bosia? That's what it's called?
You said it right.
All right. I knew I could get there. Bye, Bob.
Bye, Mr. C.
That's a giant pine cone behind
Robert
the sheriff.
Forster never stood up.
That's the sheriff?
Yeah, he never stood up that entire time. Watching that entire thing happen, he never stood up.
Jim Belushi's face throughout this entire thing.
Oh, he's been great in this.
They're all great. Oh, man, I love them. Look at that pine cone behind the sheriff. It's huge.
No, he's asking for the hotel room key. Dale comes out of his coma with the knowledge of what he's supposed to be doing, and it's connected to the plan that he put together long ago.
When did he put the plan together?
Over 25 years ago, before he even came to Twin Peaks, where he told Cole that they were searching for this thing called Jowday. And he had this whole plan about two birds, one stone. Richard and Linda, 430. It's all going to come together because now he's working with the firemen on it, which I think might be the difference.
So was he really trapped in the lodge? Or did
Yes, he's 100% trapped in the Black Lodge.
Okay. No, I just meant, like, was that part of the plan to then be able to lay the traps?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But here's where I got excited watching it the first time, because here we see Dale Cooper watching the show, if you want to put it that way.
I couldn't figure this out.
He's watching the show, Pete. It's like a reflection in the TV. He's watching the show, too.
But it makes it hard for me to see the TV.
But I like this because this is the end of Twin Peaks. The show.
Okay, I can buy that.
Everyone's in place. He's getting to say his goodbyes. He's getting to tell them everything. Ridiculous shit just happened and a ridiculous storyline. And look, right on time. Cole and Albert have shown up just right on time. Of course, just like a TV show. Whereas when we get to the next episode and it takes all day to drive somewhere, that's not what happens here. Everybody shows up right where they need to be, right at the right time.
Oh,
even the Naito to Diane thing, that's TV magic.
I assumed this was all part of the knowledge, much like Andy received the knowledge from the fireman. I thought Cooper had knowledge, like future knowledge, because he woke up from the coma knowing exactly what he had to do.
Why are you saying something that contradicts what I'm saying? It doesn't at all. He wakes up knowing what's going to happen on the show? Sure. There's no reason that can't work together.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that this is very TV-like.
Yes, I'll buy that.
And he's here right on the nick of time. And you're like, well, I thought he just knew what was going to happen. How does that undo what I said? It doesn't at all. But I'm looking at a man watching the TV right now. That's what I'm telling you.
I thought there was some kind of film problem when they put it like a double exposure or something.
There's a brief moment in here where it does go away.
Really?
Before he gets to say his one line while watching it.
Yeah, he's still watching.
It's there for most of the time, but there's a brief part where it's not.
Okay. Because I thought that this lady had her, oh no, I guess she could have just been trapped there as Diane for these 25 years when Cooper encounters her in the
Void.
Yeah. Is that what the name of that building is? The Void?
I'm just saying he was in a void.
Oh.
He got dropped into non-existence, they said.
Yeah, that's just what they call it, because there's clearly an existence going on there. Like stuff was happening. The Mona Lisa, for instance. That's what she's going to turn into. Do you think? Oh, is it gone? The face?
And it's still there.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. I like how they
Now it's gone.
I like how the tulpas just disintegrate almost as if they're pieces of paper
But
or
I'm saying
something.
it's gone now.
Yes. Why? What's
That's,
your
I
theory?
don't know. I don't have
Oh.
a theory on that.
That looks like a raspberry one.
But now it's back. But she comes out with red hair and her fingernails painted black and white.
Yes, it
like,
was
like what we're just seeing now.
Oh, look at that! Because the other one of her, the tulpa, had different color fingernails
And hair.
and hair. James Belushi has never changed his expression.
This is a TV moment because she explained to you that they kissed one time. This would not be the reaction that you would have to seeing her for the first time. But on TV, it would be.
But we're watching TV.
He's watching it too.
Right, so it makes sense. And now they're all watching.
But it got really faint. Now it's gone again.
I don't know. I don't
It
understand.
was fading away when they were
Yeah.
watching it.
Do you think that matters?
I think it must. Because it's going to come back again.
But what does it mean? What does it all mean?
I don't know.
All right. So she's back and she kissed him and now she knows that it's the real Cooper.
Which does add up if she had kissed him because she said the moment he knew she knew it wasn't the real Cooper is when he kissed her.
Yes.
So it makes sense that she would go for that, but it's not a Dale Cooper style to do that.
I think he likes her. I think he's always
Oh,
liked
sure,
her.
but that's just not here. Now it's back.
Yeah, what's up with that?
And the clock's moving in
Yeah.
a weird fashion. Oh, that's Matthew McConaughey from the future trying to tell his daughter what the formula is.
353. Why was that number important?
253 is when
Oh,
you can go back
253.
and come out. Oh, we had one recently. I don't remember when it was. Never mind.
So now what's happening?
He's telling them things are going to change. People who are all very unnaturally lined up.
Yeah. Everyone's standing like they're on a TV, for instance. Oh, everything's fading to black. Now what's happening? And they all realize it too. All right. Now what? I don't remember. This is exciting, Brian. Where's Cooper?
We live inside a dream.
Do we?
He already said it.
All right. So there's no transition. They just fade out. Oh, here we go. Gordon Cole's still there.
It's interesting if you track David Lynch's career. There's Blue Velvet all together.
Lynch was in Blue Velvet?
He directed it,
Well, okay. He wasn't in it, though.
but these are the stars of his movie, and they've been working together for, at that point, 31 years?
Was Blue Velvet his second movie?
No, Elephant Man was his second movie.
Oh. And Eraserhead was his first.
Yes.
And then Elephant Man, then Blue Velvet.
Then Dune.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Dune. I always forget about Dune. I got to watch that one again.
I like Dune. I like his Dune.
I don't remember it. I like Kyle MacLachlan in it. Where are they going and how did they get here?
Well, things don't connect the way that they
No.
really should. It's more like a TV set. You can just walk from one part to the next because now they're in the Great Northern.
Right. Because a lot of the times they show the walking like through the woods and stuff, and that's like a lost highway as it starts to fade and different. This one they just walked. They started off fading in. No, Cooper, I don't understand what happens when you go in this door.
Lots of stuff happens.
And why can't they follow him?
He tells them not to.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you. It says it right there.
Yeah, what's his reasoning? If I was going
He's
to...
going to go above the convenience store.
Right, I'd bring backup.
It's not Dale Cooper style.
Well, that's what got him trapped in the goddamn lodge for 25 years.
Yeah, he did fuck up.
Like,
I think he's going to fuck up again, to be honest with you.
really?
Yeah.
What do you... Because she disappears?
No, I think that's fine.
Okay. Bye, Coop.
Which is something you would say to actors.
I don't even know what a curtain call is.
That's when the play's over. Then they come out and raise the curtain. They all bow and people clap.
Oh, I thought a curtain call was the beginning of things. Like, you got to show up before we raise the curtains.
This was the image they used to do a teaser for the show coming. And it's from the second last episode of the show, him walking out of the darkness. It's so exciting. And then we get Mike, and he's going to do the Fire Walk With Me poem, and I had goosebumps.
You would.
I did. I love this show.
I like Mike. He's a bad guy, though. Cooper should probably step on him. I don't get what this thing is from Fire Walk With Me.
Well, somebody's done work breaking it down,
I figured.
but I don't know.
Oh, you don't remember?
It made sense.
Wait.
Except that I'm not 100% sure that chance isn't chance.
What?
So you saw the right there on the credit, the subtitles. It said chance, C-H-A-N-T-S, which is how it's always been spelled. But I'm not sure it's not chance, C-H-A-N-C-E. One chance out between two worlds.
Oh, okay. It could be because one chance out, Fire Walk With Me. It could be like saying.
Fire is electricity.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. So there's ways to break down the thing.
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
think it's more interesting if it's chance is in opportunity, especially for a guy that's been stuck in a black lodge, a white lodge, not in reality. He's between worlds all the time.
Right. That's just like his thing now. He's kind of like Bill Pullman.
They're going up them steps where the woodsmen were, which again I think was from Laura's picture in Fire Walk With Me.
What do you...
The what's it called? The wallpaper looks the same in this room as the one that she entered in. I can't explain it every time because it's the whole podcast was me repeating the same thing.
People need to know. People want the
People
truth.
do know. You don't know.
I'm people. Uh-oh.
That's the jumping man.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. So he's one of the
shit.
monsters. He's one of the Gorgonzola monsters. And he was fleeing the room.
And now we know where they are.
Uh-huh.
This is where Philip Jeffries' teapot is.
Right. Now, the jumping man was running away, right?
I don't know. There's actually a lot of debate about what's happening with that jumping man because they don't notice him.
Yeah, that's right. They did. He just kind of crept by him, but he looked like he was getting the fuck out of Dodge. It didn't look like a planned thing. All right, because we don't see any of the other monsters, do we?
I see the fireman.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean, though. The ones that were up
No, we're
above.
going to end up back in the red room looking at all of them. I mean, Mike's one of them right here.
All right. I don't remember seeing all of them. Here's the teapot.
Yeah, he's definitely a teapot, short and stout.
He's not short. And I guess he's stout just because he's massive. All right.
Do you think David Bowie ever sang "I'm a Little Teapot"?
Yes. All right. So
I like how they all just walk in and accept this is Philip Jeffries.
I assume if you've done the necessary steps to end up here, your brain is open to the idea of things not being what they appear to be.
I mean, I say they all is literally the same person twice, I guess. Just the doppelganger of the person who's doing it now. February 23rd, 1989. That puts us squarely in Fire Walk With Me territory.
Okay.
So that is where they met in the Philadelphia office.
All right. So Jeffries is doing what? He's finding a date for him again?
He's going to ask him to send him to where he can prevent what happens to Laura Palmer, which is a wild idea.
Mm-hmm.
See, he'll remember the unofficial version, that timeline. Because once he changes this, everything's different.
But he just said this is where you'll find Judy. Does he mean the old timeline or the new one that he's about to create?
Okay. Lots of theories on that.
Okay. All right, because now we keep getting like Jeffrey saying, did you ask me this?
In this timeline, I believe that Judy is just inhabiting Sarah Palmer.
Okay.
She's at there's the owl cave. It's going to turn into an 8, which is going to turn into infinity, which is going to show you that this is a loop. In this timeline, I think she's just inhabiting Sarah Palmer.
Right.
When he changes the timeline, I don't think that's true anymore.
Okay.
And I think they're in control of it. And I have a very specific reason.
Who's they when they're in control?
The fireman.
The fireman's in control.
He says when he plays the noise for Cooper at the beginning of the show, we remember these things, remember the sound. That's the sound that plays when Laura Palmer disappears.
Okay.
And he says when he plays it for him, it is in our house now. I think he's the one who moved Laura. He's the one who have Judy in a reality where they can fight it. He's the one who set this all up. That's my take on it.
All right.
Doesn't have to be right at all.
Okay, because he loves electricity.
Electricity. He passed away too.
Of course.
Like everyone is.
Of course. That teapot's still going strong, right?
Oh, no. He passed away.
Oh, goddamn.
You said his name.
All right. So now Cooper is somewhere else. He's been transported again.
Well, he has. And I bring up the question all the time. Where did that conversation with the fireman take place? I think it takes place right here.
Oh, God. Yeah, because
there's no other time for it to have happened. And he's telling them about these things right before we're going to see them. This is the mission he's on, right? I think this is where that conversation actually happened.
Would be right now. All right, let's pause it and go watch that part again.
Or right after. Right after Laura disappears. That's where he goes. But it's in this section is where I believe he has that conversation with the fireman.
Okay, because Mike at one point when...
This is just Fire Walk with Me.
All right. And that's that guy who was in jail with Freddie.
Yeah, James.
And there's Cooper.
And he's been put here by the fireman, or by Philip Jeffrey. So I think the fireman conversation probably happens right after Laura disappears, where he tells him, remember that sound you heard? Because that sound, when he hears it here at the end of this scene, he has no reaction to it, like he doesn't remember it at all. So if he's told it right after, that makes sense. Where it's the fireman telling him, don't worry, I got her. Your mission now is to go
find Judy?
Find Laura.
Laura.
That's who needs to fight Judy.
Right. The goodness is supposed to be the counterpoint to the evil.
Yes.
But it was subverted by Bob in the original
Yes,
show.
that's another thing that Bob fucked up. If you want it that way, that's another thing Bob fucked up. That's why they all hate Bob so much. Bob's a fuck up.
But it's just the fireman. Those other monsters are just as bad, I believe.
Well, the other monsters hate Bob too because he stole their Garmonbosia. So he's fucked with the White Lodge people, he's fucked with the Black Lodge people, and he's spent 25 years escaping punishment for
any
it.
sort of justice from anybody.
Finally got him. That's a real moment from the actual movie that was always weird, where she looks past him and screams. That's actually in the movie.
And that was 25 years ago, or longer now.
Yes.
Like before this was made.
So they pop him in there so they have a reason that she screams.
But I'm assuming there wasn't... Jesus Christ. Do you think it was just done so that they have a placeholder for something later, even if there's no idea behind it?
I've said before, his plan was to make 3 movies. Anything that happens in Fire Walk with Me that's open like that is fair game to an idea they had for a future movie that could have done stuff like this.
Okay.
So even though it seems insane, I look at everything that happens in The Return as probably ideas that were percolating back in 1992 or 91 when they made this movie. If this had been a hit, we might have seen this play out in the 3rd movie.
Right.
But it's so much better that it didn't. That we got it 26 years later.
Now what's happening here?
You've seen this movie.
Dude, it was 10 months ago. What is she on about? Is this because she's a hooker at the White Lodge?
He doesn't know that.
Well, she's telling him right now.
No, he's not. She's not.
She's saying you don't know me.
Yeah, that's not the same as saying I'm a hooker at the...
Yeah, she doesn't say it, but that's what she's hinting at. She's alluding to that fact.
She's saying, whatever you do, don't go write a really terrible, weird song.
Please.
With my identical cousin and best friend who you're going to fall in love with.
Instead, hang out with the guy with the Hulk hand on.
Yes, because that's important.
All right. So
but there is a way to watch this that's just like, yeah, Bob fucked up everybody's plans for so long.
That's Bob's nature.
It is his nature. Now, none of this could have all been avoided if Bob.
Now, I wonder what Judy is in the hierarchy. Like, she seems bigger because she birthed the Bob.
Yeah.
But there's all the
take on it.
Yeah, because it kind of seems like that. But there's all these other lodge monsters too. So where are they in relation to Judy? Are they like cousins, aunts and uncles? Lower power, higher power?
I don't know that applying human logic to it makes...
Oh, it all has human logic. Everything has motives. If it has motives, then it's easy enough to understand.
It's kind of a cool moment about to come up here where, Dale Cooper never met Laura Palmer.
Right, just her body.
The 2 most important characters in the show, in the Red Room.
Yeah.
But on an actual plane of existence, they never met. And that's going to change. And I think I always thought that was kind of cool, because these are the 2 forces of Twin Peaks are Laura Palmer and Dale Cooper.
I thought it was Laura Palmer and Bob.
You know what I'm saying?
No, like
The two of the TV show Twin Peaks, the two things that are most important are Laura Palmer and Dale Cooper. And they
Okay.
never met each other. And then, because what brings him there is that she died. So does he ever not come to Twin Peaks now? But then the final dossier says that he came to investigate the disappearance of Laura Palmer.
what final dossier?
The one that Mark Frost wrote afterwards, which again,
okay.
I can't take all of it as canon because I don't know how much he's just
Spitballing.
trying to make his own sense of things.
Yeah.
Not that they didn't work together, they did. But I still look at it and I go, I don't know. I think you're just trying to fit in reasons that some things didn't change.
Well, it's got
It's better not to tell anybody, honestly.
it's got the same validity as any other theory that is out there.
I mean, it probably has more.
Meh. Because my theories are valid as well.
The book is written from the perspective. Here's all the people waiting for Laura that night.
Yo,
There's
remember.
Ronette. There's Leo. Jacques is going to be there. And she's supposed to come out of the woods and then she's going to die.
But she doesn't come out of the woods.
She doesn't come out of the woods this time. It's pretty cool. Actually, the coolest thing they got is coming after.
Why did they want to...
When they restart the show, where the exact same opening shots of the original pilot of Twin Peaks start happening, except one of them changes massively.
Okay, you'll have to point that out.
I will. It's pretty amazing. But this is the moment the two iconic characters of this show meet for the first time in reality.
Yeah, but now he's back in 1989.
Well, it's 91 or something. 90?
Oh, 89 was when
I think it was
Jeffries
90
ran
maybe.
in.
Yes. And it was the next year that Laura Palmer died.
All right. Okay. Now,
Did not have this in my bingo card when the show started, that he was going to go back in time to save Laura Palmer. But not even for a noble reason, for his own mission, honestly. I think that's where Dale Cooper keeps getting tripped up a little bit.
what do you mean? I'm confused.
He does good things, but I'm not sure he's always doing these moments that get him trapped for good reasons. I guess there's a good reason to defeat evil.
Yeah.
But at the cost of what? Because it's just another person destroying her innocence. Because I don't know that they make it out of there.
Well, we don't know anything.
No, I know. But she's still being used just like she was. She's still or she has no control over things just like she didn't.
Well, I'm sorry. We haven't gotten to the Laura Palmer story where she comes to understand her powers and what her destiny is. Fucking Freddie figured out his destiny pretty goddamn quick.
Yeah.
She died before she could ever figure it out.
The fireman could have told her because the fireman told Freddie. This is the coolest fucking moment, honestly. And this is where the timeline's going to change when it turns to color. So now she's not going to be there.
Okay, because now we're back. We're looking at Laura's dead body wrapped up in the plastic. Why did Jacques and all them kill her? Why?
Jacques didn't kill her. Bob did.
Yeah, but what was...
They were just there to use their hookers.
Oh, okay.
And then Leland came.
Yeah, he did, and then he killed her.
And now she's gone. And we're going to go to color any second now.
You know what's funny?
There it is, color. So this is the new reality.
I didn't pick up on that change.
I love this line. Where we're going, and she goes, "We're going home." Now, if you followed the life of Laura Palmer, there's no worse place to deliver her than home.
Especially right now.
Especially right now. But again, that's why I don't think that these things are not always great for Laura Palmer.
No. Well, to be the...
But here's the beginning of the first episode of Twin Peaks. It opens with a shot of Joan Chen doing her makeup in the mirror. It's exactly the opening of the original show. Except now something radically has changed.
What?
Because there's no dead body on the beach.
Who was she again?
She was Josie Packard. There's Pete and his wife, Catherine. She's Josie Packard. She was married to the guy that owned the mill.
Oh, that's right. That's Bill Murray's dad, right? Pete?
No.
Looks
Now,
like him.
in the original thing, he walks out and he sees the body by the rock. He's going fishing.
But now he just goes fishing.
Now he just goes fishing. Pete finally got to go fishing, and the entire history we knew of Twin Peaks has changed.
And now it's over, because that's what the show was about. It was about Pete going fishing.
Yes,
and
that was
how
it.
his day got ruined.
Bob fucked that up, too.
That motherfucker. All right, I didn't remember any of this from the first one.
This is amazing to me. Redoing the thing, except it's different now.
But they're just using old footage, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Because this would have been what it was at the time.
Right.
Except things are different. The body's gone. And we never got to see Pete go fishing.
So this isn't old footage. That's a stunt double.
Yes. Now, here's where we see Sarah Palmer again. This is why I'm sure she's Judy. Well, that's where he was trying to find her, and the fireman changed the destination.
Yeah. This is a new reality where Laura is not dead, but they're still moaning.
I don't know which reality this is.
And the whooshing.
Because what happens in it? We're going to see her try to destroy Laura's picture. She's like stabbing at it. Mm-hmm. But the thing about what you have to notice is the picture can't be damaged.
Huh.
It doesn't get cut. It doesn't get torn. It doesn't get anything. She can't hurt her anymore because she's been plucked out.
All right, because we hear the whooshing, right? Like that's what was happening here, which seems to indicate travel of some sort.
Okay.
So was this like a dimension or a timeline in flux right here? And maybe Judy, that's why she's moaning and wailing, because she realizes something is going wrong.
I think that it's possible the Sarah stuff takes place in the same timeline as the Billy stuff. Because...
Where she was walking around as Judy?
Yes. So maybe this is what's happening inside the house we're going to see at the end of episode 18. When you hear noises and she's like, no, nobody's here. We'll get to that in episode 18. But I think it's also possible that she's in this timeline that's getting changed, and now she can't do anything. So she's trying to destroy the good, and nothing happens. It can't be hurt.
Right.
The glass can break, but the picture, nothing happens to the picture. That's a very purposeful shot.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. I just thought it was her beating up
But it's also now going backwards again. So things are changing, but the important part is Laura's away now. So Judy, whatever Judy's trying to do, can't hurt Laura anymore. And she's lashing out at it because I think she knows that she's going to get caught in this trap. Because I think the fireman does trap her.
Oh, I didn't see that at all. I thought that it just changed and she can't hurt Judy, or she can't kill Laura, so that goodness is now still there.
Well, if it's the old reality, Laura's already dead.
Yes.
So.
Oh, God, that's a good point.
But now she's not, which is why she makes her so angry, because it's not Sarah Palmer doing it, obviously. It's whatever's inside, which I think is Judy.
I'm trying to... All right. Oh, God damn, these timelines are so confusing.
It's impossible.
It's not. It's not impossible. Now, what is Judy, and where was she? I mean, Sarah Palmer, which reality did we watch her in?
He's trying to take her to the White Lodge, which is where she's going to end up, because we hear a portal. We don't see it. Mm-hmm. We hear it. We hear the sound the fireman played, and then the fireman told them it's in our house now, which I believe is this.
Okay. When he's talking about it's in our house, he means her?
And Judy, I think. I think the battle is under his control now.
Okay. And that was the fireman taking her. That's why she disappears.
Yes, which is why I think what's going to happen when we don't see where that fireman scene takes place, I think it takes place right here. So I think he'll just get sucked up into it too, and then he'll tell them, like, okay, let's get on with this plan.
Okay, that hangs together. Because Mike asked...
Because he doesn't recognize the sound. It's the same sound he plays him on the record. And he doesn't recognize... You can see in his face, he doesn't recognize it. He makes a very pointed way of acting it where you know he doesn't recognize it.
I mean...
If he'd been told before what the sound is, he would have recognized it. So it has to come after this, I think.
I don't know. A lot of shit has gone on since he...
Dale Cooper's not going to forget that.
Well, maybe being stuck...
Andy could remember shit days later. Dale Cooper's not going to remember.
Maybe Dougie Jones infected that part of his brain and that he can't remember now. That noise is gone. Instead, that love for pie.
The movie Pie?
Yes. About math.
By Darren Aronofsky?
I never watched that one.
No shit. You didn't watch a movie about numbers?
Fuck you. Although I watched 7, so go figure.
It's not about numbers, it's about sins.
And aren't there a number of them? At least 4.
At least 4. Mm-hmm. Not wrong. Now we get Julie Cruz, who sang some of the more iconic songs in the original show, and the best moment in Fire Walk With Me when she walks into the Roadhouse and she's singing that song, and it makes me really emotional. And Julie Cruz is going to sing us out for the second last time and the final performance at the Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the last one.
This is the last one.
I find these songs at the end kind of boring.
You're a boring person, so that makes sense to me.
Well, what's the point of having this person sing?
Where do you think your daughter gets it from?
Guess what?
How she thinks everything's boring.
Well, she's kind of right. Most things are boring. Everything's boring now, Brian. She's a teenager and she's taught me. This is dumb. No, Kyle. That's a dumb name.
What the fuck? It's the last time we're going to see a lot of these characters. Because there's only like 2 people in the next one.
Bradley Mitchum.
It's the last time we see any of these people except for Cheryl Lee and Laura Dern.
That's right. It is. Nope, Jumping Man. There it is.
And Ray Wise. Welcome back.
Nato.
Naito.
I don't understand what she is or why. I got to watch this again.
Good news, Kitty.
Good news,
10-week.
Yeah, but I'm not joking. I really feel like I have to go back and start at the beginning of Twin Peaks.
You're going to be surprised how much of it's not going to matter, though. There obviously are parts that will, but so much of it is just the soap opera parts that they didn't even bother to touch on here, like except for giving Big Ed finally his happy ending. So much of it's that stuff, which is fun TV, but it's not this.
No.
It's not going to be connected that much to this, except for like the Red Room stuff. Like the end of season 2 episode, totally connected to this. Most of what you're going to watch, not that connected.
No, and I remember that I didn't care for the soap opera aspecty-ness of it, but
And I don't know how you could have liked the show because that was so much of it.
because the characters were so much fun. Like I want to watch. We keep talking about it. I want to watch all of these buddy cop movies with all the side characters.
Remember, you have Jack Nance, so we're back to an actual actor.
But he wasn't in this.
His footage was used.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Frank Silva wasn't in it either, but they used his footage.
How come he didn't get a
And there's
in
the
memoriam?
Lynch Frost. He did. There's a Lynch Frost production, crackling with electricity for the last time.
Boo.
That was part 17 because it's not going to crackle when we get to the end of part 18. I looked.
No.
Nope.
No.
Sounds out. The electricity's off, Pete. The electricity's off.
We got to tell people when to start the next one, right?
I know. All right, we're going to roll right into part 18 and finish this up. But remember, we're going to have a bonus episode, so don't worry, Kitty. One more episode of Peaks coming.
Couple more years, Kitty. I'm going to make you watch it.
And then we're kind of fucked because we watched 5 David Lynch movies and we watched the entire Return. I think we might be done with David Lynch for at least a long time until I figure out what else to do.
Brian, I can tell you right now, I am going to make the statement that in every movie after Lost Highway, Bill Pullman is in it.
Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this podcast anymore if that's going to happen. By the way, we got through episode 17 without hearing about it, so he's not in part 18. So is he one of the cowboys that gets taken out by Richard? Okay. Pause it after the Rancho Rosa production logo hits the black. And when you're on the black, we're going to count down from 3 and hit play on play. Are you ready, Pete? For the last episode ever
I'm always ready.
of Twin Peaks. At least David Lynch was involved.
Fairly certain nothing happens in this episode.
I think that's correct. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, so upsetting that this is over.
Push the skip theme.
No, we're going to have to watch the opening because we're all lined up.
Now, is she watching TV like Cooper was? Is that what I meant to take from this?
Well, that's a photo that we've seen 1 billion times.
But are we now supposed to reinterpret it? Because she's
No.
watching us watch this show.
No,
I disagree. I think it matters.
no, because it's an established thing.
Yes, and that's what I say. You have to look at it in a new light.
And I'm telling you to stop doing that.
You can't. It all matters. All of this is important. Oh, except this beginning. Jesus. You think they turn that waterfall off at night?
Nope.
All right, then. This is the part I know. When I see the red, that means I can hit play again. When I'm fit.
Isn't there just usually a button to skip it?
No, this one doesn't have it.
No. I had to watch on something else so that I didn't screw up your watching.
I don't think you could have screwed up my watching.
No, you did it yourself.
Right. I just you might have accidentally made me watch it the right way.
That's correct.
Just like you got to reinterpret things. You thought you were wrong, but you're right. Oop. I forgot we got Cooper burning.
Finally got Mr. C in the lodge. He's been avoiding it for so long. They gave him his doppelganger eyes back, too.
Oh, that's right.
There's the gold ball from one Douglas Jones going to be used to make a new Dougie Jones.
That's electricity. I thought that there was something wrong with the TV when it kept doing that over and over again.
It's flittering away. That's what I like to say. Everything flitters away in this universe.
Wherever this universe is.
Yeah. Whoop. Hello. Hello. It would have been amazing if he had opened up like that.
Except that's not him.
I know.
Does Cooper wear anything besides suits?
Yeah. Yeah. In the original show, he does.
Okay.
He gets suspended from the FBI and he just starts dressing like a mountain man. It's pretty great.
All right.
The red door.
Oh, it's like the Red Room.
A happy ending for Janie E. and Sonny Jim.
She's Bill Pullman.
Oh, is that right?
No. Psych. She has red shoes on. Does that mean something?
No.
Okay. Are they going to hang her and we'll see her feet?
Not in this.
Okay. Wait, no, she's back again.
Well, they're re-showing it.
But in color this time.
It was in color last time.
Jinx. All right, I've seen this.
He just like closed his eyes. Like he's going to take a nap.
Wake me up when she disappears.
Well, I hear the faint atmospheric whooshing sound, so it's about to happen.
All right. Let me get some Red Bull and wake up. You think Red Bull will pay us for advertising?
I hope so.
I mean, it's allowed me to have all these insights. I can feel the electricity humming in my brain.
Red Bull, when you have to have something before a finger goes up your ass.
That's right. And you're not allowed to drink anything except water and coffee.
I don't think they're going to pay us.
And Sprite.
Water, coffee, and Sprite. And Red Bull's not one of them.
You know, I just thought of that as I've been drinking this whole time. I'm wondering if that's going to have an effect on what happens. And I don't think it's a finger. I think they might shove a finger up there just to get me started, but then they stick a machine up there.
Oh, that's way better.
Like the aliens.
I do that at home anyway. I've been worried about it. I've been having colonoscopies 3 times a week.
You're all set then, man.
I'm healthy as a horse.
All right.
So now we're back in the Red Room, which is an interesting choice. Because we're going to see scenes we've seen before play out again, but sometimes slightly different.
And this was the part where, remember, it's the future. Like, are you in the future or the past?
This is one of the reasons that people think he never got out. No.
I'm still not clear on why he never got out. He seems to get out.
I agree. But again, if it's a trap he's in, his own jail, then doing these things in these loops, how does he keep ending up here? I think this is him in the Red Room in the alternate timeline.
Okay.
So we saw him on this day, 25 years after getting stuck there in the show we watched.
Yeah, like episode 1 or whatever.
He's still going to get stuck there because he comes to town to investigate the disappearance of Laura Palmer, is what it's written in the book. However you want to put it, he still ends up in the Red Lodge for 25 years. Now it's his day he can leave. There's no Bob to stop him because Bob never happened, and he never becomes a doppelganger. And now it's 25 years later on this alternate timeline he just changed where he can leave. That's my take on this, why we're seeing it again. Because what the tree's going to tell him changes.
What did the tree tell him the first time?
That, I don't remember.
Me neither.
But it's going to change. Like, the mission's different. Everything's different.
Now I want to know that. Where's my notebook?
But I think that's why it cuts to this, because it's now 25 years after, and this is the timeline where this is getting out.
How did he get out when Bob was... he ended
up... The whole show was how he got out.
Yeah, but he ended up... How did he end up in the void with Naito?
He was dismissed into non-existence by the evil doppelganger of the tree.
Okay.
Because there were forces working against him the same way that there are White Lodge forces working against Bob. Except the White Lodge won. Bob's not around anymore.
Well, we don't know that, though.
We do know that. We know that definitively. We just saw Bob burning up in the Red Room, and I don't think that this place is...
Shit. So even if... Yeah. All right. Even if he had changed the past, Bob still died in the current...
Yes,
timeline.
I think that's how this works.
Bob stays dead.
If they can kill Judy in the place that they're going to end up going to, I think that works the same way it works with Bob.
Okay. No, we never find out what she whispers to him here.
We never do. And it's one of the theories that drives the he didn't succeed. Mm-hmm. He never left, maybe is what she said. But it's interesting that this even happens because Laura was, when he looks over at the beginning of the scene to the chair, the first time around Laura was sitting in it. Mm-hmm. Then he looked over and it was empty. And he recognized that somebody should have been sitting there because he's remembering both versions. But then Laura is here.
But then she flits away like a tulpa.
Like, no, kind of like, I think what just happened to her in the woods. And there's Ray Wise saying what he said the first time, save Laura. But this is reversed. If you saw it the first time, it was the other way. They flipped the negative.
What do you mean?
They flipped the picture. So like left, right thing, when you can look in a mirror, how you look like that, they flipped the picture. So it's different. It's the same shot, but different.
So he was farther to the right?
I don't know how to explain simple concepts to you.
Well, if it's a mirror, he'd be over there.
You ever seen a negative, like a
Nope.
photo, and you flip it around? You never seen that?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
I'm not that old, Brian.
But now he has control over these things that he didn't have before. He understands things. His 25 years have been different for Cooper than the last 25, I think. Because there's no doppelganger running around there, and he gets to just leave.
Right.
What should have happened the last time.
So in this one, Bob burns up, he talks to the tree, gets transported back to the chair with Laura, and then he wanders out again to here.
He what?
He wanders out after he talks to Laura.
He exits.
He exits, yeah.
At the curtain call.
But he doesn't see everyone else.
Yeah, he sees her at the curtain call.
All right. So it's been 25 years in your theory that he's been trapped, but
Yes.
now he's finally getting out into the new timeline that
Yes.
he created.
This is a different timeline.
And that is...
What he just walked into is not the show we've been watching.
No, and Diane still has something with him, but it's not the Diane who turned into a tulpa.
She never would have happened. That
Right.
never would have happened. He just disappeared. But she also knew where to be. And I think that comes from the curtain call line.
Explain.
He says, I'll see you at the curtain call. He just walked out of the fucking curtains.
Yeah, but she knows the curtains. But he was talking to everybody.
How do you know that?
Because he talked to the whole goddamn room.
First of all, he was talking to Cole and her because they're the only ones left. And you can't tell me that you don't know that he wasn't looking at her when he said it because she just showed up at the curtain call.
Well, where's
Literal curtains. Literal curtains.
I still don't think that's what it means. It doesn't mean what you think it means.
No, you're going to tell me some made up shit that has nothing to do with anything you've seen.
Now we're in the car, not the Lost Highway.
And he's not exactly like Dale Cooper anymore. And there's a great reason for it.
What?
Why he doesn't have that jauntiness and boyish charm?
Yeah.
Because that was the Dale Cooper that existed on the TV show. So he brought back TV Dale Cooper, not like what a person 25 years older who was trapped in a lodge would be like.
Huh. That is another interesting point you bring up.
There are layers happening. The Twin Peaks layer that we knew is gone.
Yeah.
That is over. That has been changed into this, and the man who walked out, well, he might still be Dale Cooper, FBI agent, is not the charming
No, it's not Dale Cooper from
TV
Twin
character.
Peaks.
It's not a TV character. Although I think they're still on a TV show right now. And I don't think they're going to be for a while. In a while.
Okay, so this, in your theory, is another TV show?
I think that they're all the same thing. If you want to call it a TV show, whatever. It's a different reality. But they're going to change out of this reality, too.
Okay.
This is the different timeline
Right.
of that Twin Peaks doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
The one that we watched. This is it. We never got to see any of it.
No, it all happened. There was something with Billy.
Although
being
I think we
missing.
did get to see some of it. That's my point. I think we did get to see some of it.
We saw little bits and pieces.
We just
of
didn't
it.
know we were watching it.
Has anybody put together a narrative?
It's impossible to figure it out.
Okay, but
That's what makes it so exciting to keep talking about and keep watching is that you can discover new things all the time, and it feeds into every part of the whole thing. See, 430. They need to go 430 miles from the spot. That's how they cross over.
Yeah, I wish I knew what that meant. Like how they figured it out. I have all these.
Well, the fireman speaks in riddles, I suppose. But the three things you're supposed to remember. 430 is where they cross over. Richard and Linda, two birds, one stone. We heard two birds, one stone already. That is what Cole explains was Cooper's plan all the way back in the day.
Yeah.
That he was trying to stop Judy and Bob, two birds with one stone. The stone, I'm guessing, is Laura Palmer. Because that's why he didn't want her to take the ring. Now, Laura wasn't needed to defeat Bob, though. Bob was defeated by Freddy on that stupid TV ending.
Yeah, well, because Bob. That's an interesting point because Bob was born of Judy, and then Laura was created to combat Bob. It seemed like based on
That's how I read it too.
Yeah.
because it's the same. It's an orb idea.
and there seems like one was made as an answer to the other one.
But this is where you get into the stuff that can make your head crack open. Like we talked before about, is the fireman like above the TV show? Because he's sending it to a flat screen that he's watching literally on a screen. And if you take it even further out, David Lynch created Laura Palmer, literally what the Giant does, to send to television to combat the dismissiveness of violence. And that's what her purpose is. So on a very metatextual level, that's what we see the firemen do. And now here we are watching it happen. It's like layer after layer after layer.
Yeah, is the fireman supposed to be Lynch then?
That's one thing that I've thought about also.
I get it.
Because it's coming from his mind. And he's creating the idea of Laura Palmer to send to a place that he doesn't like to see the violence that's being birthed and being shown. And he's literally watching a screen when he does it. You can go so many onion layers deep on it where you get the same themes, but things play out differently with different characters and different motivations. And it's so interesting.
And that makes a lot of sense with the Laura, because I found this whole episode to be odd. And their
Yes.
whole
This episode is bonkers in a quiet way.
Every interaction they have is weird. It's makes me miss a giant fight in the sheriff's office.
Well, this Cooper
Straight-laced FBI Cooper
is someone that we've practically never seen before, except for a couple scenes in Fire Walk with Me. Because the one that enters Twin Peaks isn't the same. He's not going on the same mission. He's not doing the same things. He might be encountering the same people. So if he still goes to Twin Peaks to investigate the disappearance of Laura Palmer, that's fine. But we only really saw this person before the timeline changed and like 2 scenes in Fire Walk with Me. And that's it. So we really don't know anything about him.
I thought that I thought that the Cooper from the original Twin Peaks, that would have been this Cooper, would it not have been?
I guess so, but every single thing about him would have changed because even from the moment he drives into town, that never happened in the way that it happened. Everything's different.
Yeah, but it was
They're on the Lost Highway.
Sure are.
Well, only Mr. C goes on the Lost Highway. People were confused about the way that Cooper acts here, and even more confused about the way he acts when he's perhaps Richard in another dimension. I don't think that's the part. I think it's another one of those things that people are flipping, like a photo negative.
Whatever that means.
Where I think what's weird is how Cooper acts when he wakes up in Twin Peaks because that show's so over the top. This makes sense to me. This is what a human being acts like. And when you get to the next world, that's what a regular person acts like.
Okay, so
The character is gone. The TV character.
Yeah, I wonder if that means in the rewriting of reality, the old reality just becomes a TV show because it's almost like a no longer valid thing that happened.
Well, people were watching it, including himself.
Yep.
That superimposed thing is another reason people are like, maybe he never left the Red Room because he can recognize that it's not real. He literally says we live inside a dream. Which is what drove Philip Jeffries crazy too. Whatever they've figured out, they're not really sharing with us. But I've watched that show end. It ended with Freddy destroying Bob.
Uh-huh.
And it ended with Cooper recognizing it wasn't real. And then he went back and undid the entire show.
All right, so I'm going to work from there that at that moment he realized it wasn't real. And that's why he starts watching it. And then what? He gave a speech and he walked away with Laura Dern and Lynch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
To a set that shouldn't connect because they're in the Great Northern.
Yes.
Opening a room that I don't think is in that place because it seemed like they were in a basement, but it was room 315.
Right.
Now they're pulling into a motel that he will not pull out of.
Yep.
In a car that he will not be driving.
It's complete. Yeah, everything's different when he leaves this hotel.
He notices it too, in a weird way, because he doesn't. Obviously, he wouldn't voice it. There's no one to talk to, but he barely looks at it and he recognizes it. It's not the same, and he's somewhat prepared for it.
Well, at this point, he's in at least the second or third world that he's visited.
Yeah, they don't know where they are because that's why it's interesting that this changes after they moved. Like, they obviously changed into somewhere else. when they crossed over.
Yeah.
They're in a different reality now.
So, yeah,
But this changes after that when they're established in the reality. That's what's weird about it. So, go ahead.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out. So they were in the reality where everything happened and Bob was defeated. Now they've driven.
That reality's gone forever.
Yeah. Now, that's right. Because that reality goes away.
They walked out into one where he didn't exist.
Right. And now they're in this.
Now she sees herself. And I think this is why they're in a loop. Because she's not even surprised to see it. I think they've done this before.
Huh.
I think this is her knowing it's not going to work.
But they're in a new place than the one they started from, a new world, rather.
That's the thing. We never saw what became of anything when he left the lodge. He just got on the road. And now we're in a different
But we don't
reality.
know if Bob exists. We don't know if Laura exists. We know nothing about
We know that
this.
Bob doesn't exist. I don't know how else to tell you. Once he's defeated, he's gone.
But now that they've changed worlds again, maybe not.
No, he's gone.
Just
There's no Bob.
across
He's
all
gone. Yes.
reality? Like
Yes.
it's just a
Yes.
central
Yes.
core thing?
You think the lodge doesn't transcend all those things?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I think
Nope,
the lodge
we're ending
could
the show.
change.
I got what I wanted. It took 18 episodes.
No, I think the lodge could change if reality changes too. And they
Bob's
wouldn't
gone.
know it.
They got him. They finally got him. It was the lodge's mission is over. The lodge got what they wanted. They got
I will accept that Bob is gone.
He's gone. There's no Bob. Forget
Judy's-
about Bob.
So whatever reality this is,
Yes. Which I do think I know what it is. At least the one he walks out of. I'm not sure what this is.
this is like a transitory one.
Well, they're going to do sex magic. Just like we saw when they brought Judy forth in the box. How did that happen? The guy watching the box started having sex with the girl. The sex magic brought her forth. And I think somebody even references it sometimes, somebody who wrote things about sex magic. So it's definitely a part of this.
Huh. Now these two are about to have sex and change worlds, but
Yes.
I guess I'm trying to figure out if they had ever had a thing for each other before.
I don't think so, because we can take what she said to be true, even if the world changed. Mm-hmm. If he disappeared 25 years ago, he'd only ever kissed her one time. And people have looked at this when she's covering his face and said, it'd be so hard to be sleeping with the same face that raped you. That never happened. That never happened to this Diane.
Right.
So it's just how awkward this is. But if they know what this mission they're on is, then this is what you have to do. This is how they brought Judy forth the last time, which is why people think the place that he wakes up in is a Judy trap. Like Judy has created this world to trap Laura Palmer. I think it's the opposite. I think the White Lodge created it to trap Judy.
That was a lot of stuff you just told me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me.
But you can see the argument either way.
Yeah.
Because when you meet Laura Palmer, who's not Laura Palmer, but he's not Dale Cooper. When you meet her in this world, she's in a traumatic situation, bad things still happening all around her.
I can see part of Laura Dern's butt.
Okay. She's got a good spine. She's a candidate for the substance.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. So your theory rather is that this has to happen to summon Judy.
It's all I know is that it summoned her before.
Right. That makes sense.
And when she's not even here. When he walks out of this room, they're in a different place.
Right.
That has to come from this magic. It has to, because why else are we doing this? And if this is where Laura is, and the sex magic brought Judy to it, that's why I think it's a trap for Judy, not a trap Judy set. Because everything seems to be going according to his original plan now.
Cooper's
Yes.
original plan?
Yes, the 2 birds, 1 stone plan seems to be going according to plan now.
Because Bob's gone.
Bob is gone. Never talk about Bob again. He's gone.
Now, does Cooper have memories of anything else? Do we know?
I don't know, because he was in the red room. He could know everything.
Oh, yeah, right. Fuck. This is confusing, Brian.
But the only reason to do this, if it's immediately then followed by the changing of the world, the place they're in, and everything's happening, this has to be connected. There's no other reason to do it. Except that we know this brings Judy forward. So I think they trap Judy in this world.
In wherever they go?
Yeah, and I have a real theory on where they are. And I have 2 theories on where they are. One of which is obvious. The other one of which gets to, when we get to the theories episode, it really opens up my problem with conveying it is, I don't think that everything has to add up. I think things happen on a TV show level, things happen on a meta level, and things happen on a level in between. So things are where they end up. It looks an awful lot like reality, to the point where the Double R Diner looks like it does in real life, not like it does in a TV show. They drive by it. It's the actual in real life Double R Diner. To the point where when they go to the Palmer house, the person who answers is the actual owner of the house in real life.
Oh, that's interesting.
Not an actor. Okay. The woman who owns the house.
Yeah, because Cooper doesn't seem like he's enjoying this.
No, why would they enjoy this?
What do you mean?
They're basically, I think, giving their lives away to try to defeat this evil. This is not a happy moment.
Why are they giving their lives away?
I don't know that they ever get out.
See, I don't know this is a loop. Like perhaps
I think it's a loop.
I don't think they end up back at the beginning of Twin Peaks with Laura Palmer dead.
No, she's disappeared.
Right, but I don't think whatever happens
I have
next,
a theory about what happens at the end, which is connected to where I think they might go. Not the reality, which is real life, which is why the driving takes so long, which is why everything takes so long, because it's just real life. Mm-hmm. It's where Monica Bellucci lives. It's one of the places they've been dreaming into, too. Also, there's a theory that when he wakes up here and he gets the note from Linda to Richard.
Yeah, whatever that means.
Well, remember Richard and Linda, he's told.
Why?
There's a theory that Dale Cooper is the dream of Richard, some guy named Richard, who's dreamt himself into Laura Palmer's dream of world of Twin Peaks, and now Laura Palmer's dream is what he's entered into.
So Richard was dreaming about Dale Cooper.
Richard was dreaming of being Dale Cooper. This is a theory, not even my theory.
Okay, and now he wakes up and he's Richard.
He's
in
Richard.
Laura's dream.
He's Richard. No, he's been Richard in this world, and Laura's now dreaming into his reality as Carrie Page. By the way, the missing page.
I don't get it.
There's one page missing from her diary. And what does Cooper find?
Christ.
He finds the missing page.
I can sigh off a mic. This show makes me. What does he say?
There's a reason I think that this being Laura's dream, without any of the Richard stuff, without any of the Cooper stuff, is very possible. And at the very end of this episode, you're going to hear, for the second time on the show, Sarah Palmer screaming Laura's name when they're standing at the house and she doesn't recognize anything. And all the memories come back and she screams, right? That audio clip is taken from the pilot of Twin Peaks. It's Sarah Palmer yelling upstairs to a place where Laura should be waking up, but instead has died. So what if she's in the bed and that's her waking up? That's what she would hear.
What do you mean? She would hear her
if she was upstairs in bed and not dead,
yeah,
she would have heard that woman say that line and woken up. And the dream would have ended. And that's exactly what happens at the end of this episode. Except that means she wakes up back in fucking hell.
But she can't because Bob doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it depends. What is the dream? Is the TV show she's dreaming just another reality? So she got out of it. And then she's back.
I think that once Bob is dead, he's dead forever. You just explained that to me. No matter what, he's just gone now.
Okay, that's fine. Her father's still abusing her.
But he was taken over by Bob.
I still think that they let him off the hook for that, but I don't think that's why he was doing it.
I don't think...
Because the movie doesn't let him off the hook like that.
I know that the show did, and there's arguments for and against. I think that he wasn't. He was a normal guy, and then once Bob took over, it just kind of shredded.
I've always hated that.
And he just got into it.
Laura could fight him off. I think you have to be not good. I mean, Cooper couldn't fight him off either, I guess.
Yeah, because Laura is the goddamn golden ball child.
That's
she
true.
was created for this. Are we sure this is Texas?
I think it might be.
I don't know where Odessa is.
I don't know where, though.
It could be in South Dakota now. We're in a new reality,
Odessa,
Brian.
South Dakota.
Yep.
And she speaks with that South Dakotan accent.
Have you ever been to South Dakota?
We've talked about this. No one's ever been to South Dakota.
That's right. So you don't know what they sound like.
Population of 3, no visitors.
You're not allowed to. So this is reality. This right here.
It seems like it. It sure seems like it. But look, eat at Judy's.
Yeah. Is that the, no, that's not the double R.
No, it's not the double R. It's also not Twin Peaks. Which, by the way, when they go back to Twin Peaks, it's just modern day where the place was shot. There's no Twin Peaks sign. There's nothing.
Right, why?
Because Twin Peaks isn't a real place.
I can't remember. Why is he here? Like, what has made him?
Well, the Judy sign is what tells him, it gives him the instinct to come in because this is where Carrie Page works.
Right, okay. So he knows what he's doing. He's looking for...
He has fragmented ideas of it. You can tell that I don't know that he's Dale Cooper.
I'm not sure. Yeah, at this point, he's...
Richard.
Whoever that is. This is so weird.
But this is like the beginning of a long stretch that isn't at all like the TV show. It's like purposely made to feel like this is just real life. But that just could be, I could say real life. It's just another reality. Mm-hmm. And this one moves at this speed like real people do. Whereas Twin Peaks is a different thing.
Oh, look at the prices. Pecan pie for $1.95? That's a great deal. I'd get some pecan pie for that.
I don't like pecans.
Do you prefer... Ooh, I had nothing. He doesn't like coffee?
He's drinking it.
Yeah, but he doesn't get all enthusiastic about it.
That's Dale Cooper. I'm not sure this is Dale Cooper. He says he's Dale Cooper, but I don't know that he is.
Bob said he was Dale Cooper, too. Well, not Bob. Mr. C. I guess that was Bob, right?
Yep, that was Bob. Bob with Cooper's memories.
He just sits there all weird.
No, he's his doppelganger, right? And I have this theory that Cooper's memories screwed over Bob and led him to his trap.
Okay.
Now, Cooper doesn't have Bob's memories. That's not a real thing. But if he's his doppelganger and exact opposite, am I going to watch the same thing happen with Cooper here, where he's had something else just lead him into his own trap again? That's one of the questions I've always had about it.
So, I didn't follow.
If I follow what happened with Bob,
and
this is the diametrically opposed version of Bob.
Oh, will he walk?
Well, is he walking himself into another trap, just the same way Bob did, because they're paralleled.
Yeah, and there's parallels all over this show.
There's doppelgangers everywhere.
There's doppelgangers everywhere.
It's lousy with doppelgangers.
That's what I was going to say.
But they're not the only ones I think that of. Like, if Laura Palmer is diametrically opposed to Judy in this reality, because Bob's gone.
Yeah.
So their story kind of has a similar like bent to it, too. We'll get to it in the theories episode. Where I don't know. I worry for Cooper that he's made a mistake again.
Was Cooper always this, in the original, this competently, like, violent and such? He just seems so calm and collected. And
one of the theories people have is that one of the reasons that he's not as joyous...
Because he's been in prison for 25 years?
No, because he gave that stuff to Dougie Jones when he left it behind.
Fuck, that's an interesting theory.
I like that theory a lot. He left the best parts of him behind for the family.
And now, because he knows that he's on a mission, and
yes,
it doesn't seem like the survival rate's particularly high when you're messing around in other dimensions.
I mean, I think there's even a chance that they just know they're not going to win. Or that they're not going to, like I said, they not survive it, escape it, might be a better way to say it. But I like the idea that he left. Why he's blanker is because the parts you liked most about him they're in Las Vegas with Janie E.
Nah, I changed. Nope, I take it because he gave it just a lack of his hair. I don't know why he didn't give away all his power. He's not Delilah.
But think back to the original Dougie, the original Dougie Tulpa. Why'd he get nothing? Because Bob's a selfish bastard. That's why he stole all the Garb and Bosie in the first place. He's not giving him shit. So we gave him nothing.
Maybe he did give him stuff, though, and that's just how Bob is.
Yeah, he gave him enough to be a little evil and to land a babe like Naomi Watts.
I don't know how that happens. I like this part.
I like that it explains why he'd be... Because even this, okay, different in this reality, fine, because you're Richard, right? Fine. I don't have to understand that to be like, I get why he's not the same. But he wasn't the same when he walked out of the lodge either.
No.
He's been
everything's
much quieter.
been different.
Yeah.
Except he would have been... like.
And the Dougie we saw show up at the house, smiling, charismatic. Yeah. He had all the riz.
But Dale Cooper before Twin Peaks, I'm assuming was the Dale Cooper that we would have seen during Twin Peaks.
I assume so too.
Right, but now all of Twin Peaks has been taken away. So old Cooper, I feel like he has changed into this, whatever this is.
I guess so, but I've seen the new Dougie show up much more like the old Cooper.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it has to be another argument that the parts that he didn't need for this mission, the parts that made him enjoy life so much, were left to somebody who could enjoy life.
See, I think you need it.
No, because you want happy endings, but until you get one, and then you don't want them.
No, he needs
You don't
it.
want the girl that gets raped and murdered crying and smiling with the angels because you don't like it. And you don't want the Dougie Jones being the good parts of Cooper left behind to enjoy the life he could never have. You hate happy endings.
No, that happens just because Cooper's so good. I think you need to have those parts to fight whatever Judy is. You can't go in there just blank dead assassin. Maybe
But
you're
if
right.
Cooper's so good, why is he not like that now? Or when he walked out of the lodge even?
I don't know. That's weird.
No,
right?
because you don't want to put like simple things together.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I
but
know
I don't
you
agree with
understand it, but you have to argue every point.
because I don't agree with it. I think you need to have. If he did, you're right. He's making a horrible mistake, and he's going to get trapped again. You can't give up the joy, the goodness to fight pure evil. You need those things.
But he's not going to get to have that life.
But he doesn't need that life. He just needs those traits. You're
No.
You're going to turn into a monster if you keep acting like
Janie
this.
E. and Sonny Jim needed those traits. That's where he sent them. He sent himself to live on a farm. You think this is the same place
I think so.
in a different state?
Yeah, I think so. Imagine this now with fences all around it.
I'm going
and
to try to
it's all
imagine it
cordoned
with a
off.
portal and a dead body.
Uh-huh.
And Bill Hastings getting his... Oh, there's Bill Hastings.
See, there's that 6 again.
I know, the poll's here. There are several signs that he's on the right track. We're going to see the white horse inside, which
What was
Sarah
the white
Palmer
horse?
saw several times when bad things were happening in the house that she was turning a blind eye to.
Oh, yeah.
And
See, they found the body right over there.
also, they found the body in the woods. There's no woods here.
No, the lady's body.
Yeah, it was in the woods. There's no woods here.
No, it was right there. Who did they find then?
You don't know what you're talking about.
Who did they find at the house?
No one.
Bullshit.
I don't know what I was saying.
I don't either, because now you got me confused. No, this is the same place.
It's not the same place. They found the body in the woods. Like, here's the woods, and they said there's something over there in the woods, and they walked into the outskirts of the woods, and there was the body.
But they found a body here, too. Well, they're going to find one.
Yeah, nobody ever asked about that
I asked.
because I don't think it's real, Pete. I think it's a dream,
I don't think this is...
but a dream the same way that you can enter another reality. It's real for some people. It's real for some of the people in here. I don't think it's real for these two. Maybe it's real for him, but it's not real for her.
Well, you're basing that on the end, right?
I'm basing that on the question that he asks, and everybody's taken that question and been like, that's the hint, that's the key. What's going to be the answer to what year is it? I don't think that's the key. The key is that she can't answer the question because you don't know what year it is in a dream.
Yeah. Then how does he know to ask it?
No, he's realizing he doesn't know.
And that's what Mike asked him in the
He's
lodge.
like the dreamer that dreams and then lives inside the dream.
You know, Brian, I'm starting to think I'm not going to get an answer to this.
Oh, don't worry. There's an answer. The answer is maybe.
Gorgonzola.
The answer is maybe.
I always thought the answer was 7. No, that's X. X is always 7. You know, I thought this was going to be Audrey Horne.
That would have made some sense, which is why it wasn't. It really would have. Now, that's the thing. You can tie the Audrey Horne thing into here. That's a reality split. She was definitely in a reality, which one seemed to be the new timeline of Billy. So how'd she get out of that? Because that's the one she was in. Like, I'm 100% convinced she was in the new timeline. We were watching her in the new timeline.
But she somehow retained the memories from the old one.
Yes.
Or
And
at least fractured memories of something.
so maybe that was just her in the institution, and that's what really cracked her brain, was it on being able to figure that out. Put together how she had these two sets of memories.
Yeah, I don't think she was in... No, I don't believe she's... I don't know where she is. What the fuck? This show makes no sense, Brian. I'm starting to get mad.
There's something there.
But we never go back to it.
No, because what do you want to tell them the answer?
I do want to know the answer. Is this the same actress who played the original Laura Palmer?
Yeah.
She looks older.
I wonder how that happened. It's weird. He looks older, too.
Yeah, that's weird. His hair's shorter than it used to be, too.
The missing page feet.
I get it.
I've
I
been
didn't
waiting
catch that.
10 weeks to have that pay off.
Was it worth it? Was it everything you hoped it would be?
Yeah, you looked at me like you didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, that's exactly. If you reach under the table, you'll find an envelope. Inside that envelope, I've written down what I assumed your reaction would be.
I completely forgot there was a missing page. Once they found the 3 pages in the bathroom stall, I was like, oh, okay, we're good here. No, that's right. There was another one.
This is the missing page.
But she might be a dream.
That has to be on purpose. I'm sorry. You can't name her Carrie
No.
Page without it being purposely the missing page we've been looking for.
100%, right? Because this is Laura Palmer. She's a page.
There's zero chance they didn't.
This is weird. This is so weird.
But she doesn't know she's Laura Palmer.
Not even a little.
Not even a little bit, because that moment right there where he's like, we got to go to Twin Peaks, and he's like, it's in Washington, D.C.? She has no idea.
Right. And
I remember, it was going to be about the horse. The white horse in the part 8, you heard the the woodsman say, drink full and descend, this is the water, this is the well, and he goes, the white horse, that is the whites of the eye. And if you look at the plate, there's a plate behind it that makes it look like an eye.
Oh. Okay.
See?
Yeah. What does that mean, though?
Nothing. It's just the white horse has always been a thing, so he's going to connect that.
It means he's a replicant.
That is what it means. Actually, Dougie's the replicant.
It kind of is. Was this guy anybody, do you think?
No.
Like from earlier in the show? Maybe that's Billy.
This is like, from my perspective, I think that Laura Palmer dream just started. She's dreaming of being Carrie Page in this situation, and he's entered the dream. There's no explanation for what happened before any of this. This is just the dream she's in.
Okay.
And I think he got it. But when I say dream, I don't mean dream. I mean, this is a different reality. Like, every dream is a reality.
Right. I can follow that. And it exists for as long as the dreaming lasts.
Or it just exists.
Forever and ever in perpetuity?
Sure. Why not?
I don't know.
And it kind of brings up the question about trying to return to Twin Peaks, which was a dream in itself, right? It was the dream of David Lynch or the audience, or because the question was who's driving it this time, and there's really no answer.
Who was driving it the first time?
Bear. It could have been the dream of Richard dreaming into Twin Peaks. It could be anything. So, but it goes on. But how do you get back to it? It's a question that has been plaguing the series in a good way.
I don't understand.
No, I know.
These are all dreams.
But take away dreams. These are all different realities.
I get that.
These are all realities. It's just how they traverse it.
Man, it is tough when you don't
But this is real life. This is like a real road.
Yeah.
We're not even shooting it like the Lost Highway anymore, because these are real signs. This is a real road. These are real people driving down a real road, not talking a lot, just like real people.
100%. It's also like he and Diane were in the car. They didn't talk much either.
No, but they did more than this.
I don't think Cooper's much of a talker, this new one, Richard.
No, I think he left that for Dougie Jones.
I don't think he left it.
I think he did.
Now, is there a car following him? What's all this about?
No, she asked at one point if there's a car following him.
Because it seemed like there was.
This is around the time when I watched it the first time, where I started getting really antsy. Like, how much time is left? What's happening? Are they just going to drive like minute for minute the whole way?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was actually right around here, too, that I started to question how much time we have left.
You start getting nervous.
I don't think
There's very little left to do.
I was just trying to figure out where we're going. Like,
I told you where they're going.
Yeah, how do you put a pin on it though? Like, where do you stop rolling the camera? That's what I'm starting to wonder.
Well, I think they found the perfect place.
Seems like it, right?
It opens up a world of possibilities.
Oh my gosh, does it ever? This opportunity to learn new things never stops. Why don't they teach this in school? This is more fun than, I don't know, history.
It's true.
Like the history of Dale Cooper. This is important.
Well,
and
it's changed now.
Reality is fluid. So, in fact, I could be right.
I still think that, yeah, in the Twin Peaks we were watching, I think that the realities were bleeding into each other because there's weird occurrences.
In the return here, or
yeah.
Yeah, not the original.
Because of the performers of the Roadhouse, because of the people that were at the Roadhouse. And I think that it's a way, because we're watching from a different place. We're watching a box. The people inside, except for Audrey, for some reason, have no discernible understanding that anything could have changed. It's just been the way it's always been.
Right.
But we're watching things and things are off because we're watching from outside. And I think that there's a reason that it was like that. I just never really put together 100% why it is, except that I'm sure the Billy timeline is different than the one that we grew up watching, basically.
Now, throughout the series, did any of the Billy scenes they didn't take place with the regulars from the...
Except for Audrey, never. And Audrey is obviously...
Out of place.
But she also recognized it and got out of it. So there's no more arguing about what Audrey Horne thing was, except what it is, because she clearly wasn't in the right place.
Yeah, either one of those places.
She
wasn't
literally
right.
snapped out of it. That's another thing. So this goes back to is Richard dreaming into being Dale Cooper, the same way Gordon Cole was dreaming into being David Lynch, and the same way that Laura Palmer is now dreaming into being Carrie Page. By dreaming, I mean these are their avatars in those worlds. Mm-hmm. Did she just get out of both? Was that just Sherilyn Fenn looking in a mirror? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to process any
I
of that,
don't.
except that she definitely zapped into a different reality, not in the way anybody else does.
No, she was able to do it.
No, she like discovered it and figured it out.
Right.
And then
No
snapped out.
coordinates, no
Yeah.
no nothing.
No, she
Which-
just figured it out,
Which is kind of like Laura Palmer screaming and waking up here.
which I love as an idea, except that I hate it as an idea. But it would put you in a place where then Dale Cooper never came to Twin Peaks in that timeline. Because if she just wakes up in bed, there's no murder to investigate and there's no disappearance to investigate.
Right, because we're assuming that he came to check out the disappearance, and that's why he was in the lodge again.
So if you want the happy ending read, it's that she remembers everything. And the power that the giant put inside of her hears her mother, Judy, and knocks out the power, the electricity that powers this reality, and it just shuts it down.
Okay.
And then she just wakes up as a teenage girl in her bed. Bob is gone. Judy's gone.
Hopefully her father's not raping her.
Hopefully that's not happening. And everything's fine.
Okay.
You can have that ending.
Then I will. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think that's what happens, but I do like the ending. I like it as an ending.
I think that that's a fine ending, but I don't think it's over. That's not what happened. This keeps going.
The reason that it just can't get past is that it ends actually with her whispering to Dale Cooper in the lodge, and he looks horrified. It's like, why'd you put that there?
But that's the same whisper she did earlier, isn't it? Like,
Well, we don't know what she said, though.
No, we don't. But I don't think he looks horrified.
He looks pretty horrified.
This is definitely not a lost highway, even though you.
No,
might
this
think
is
it
just the highway.
right. You can tell the difference.
You
then,
can
right?
tell the
Yeah.
difference. It's the way it's shot. Because one shot like a movie or a TV show. This one's just shot like real life. This is a real life gas station.
I know.
They're not doing weird things anymore.
Nope, I saw that.
This beat is an establishing shot.
What are they establishing?
Now we know where they are. So if they were to then cut to her in the bathroom, we'd understand that she was in the bathroom of this gas station.
But I would have known she was in a bathroom. Like, I don't need to know that we're on planet Earth. You don't need to tell me. Like,
No, every scene should start with a shot. Do you think this show wouldn't be helpful if they started every shot with a scene of a shot of where they were?
this particular show, in this case, yes, that would have been super
Could
helpful.
you imagine if every Billy scene just started with like a different, like somehow showing it was a different timeline?
Right. Like, in Earth with the continents different or something.
It was driving me nuts that whole time before you could see that he was going to change history. Because like I kind of figured out what the Billy thing was, and I was like, I can't even tell you that there's a reason it's a different timeline.
I had no idea what
But look at the way they
thing
even
was.
did this. That took forever, like life does.
Then what was the point?
There's
of
no fast cuts. I mean,
No,
TV
yeah.
does fast cuts.
Right, no, we're sitting here watching him wait for traffic, too. He's got to wait for the extra car.
Exactly. That never happens on TV. On TV, and Gordon Cole, who's here just in time.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're to this, where this is just our reality. It feels like, at least one that's much closer to ours.
Uh-huh.
But again, the fact that the woman who answers the door is the actual owner of that house is one of those things that makes you go, that has to be on purpose.
Well, it's the blurring, right? Like, they blur who gets memorials, who gets
But they don't-
the names.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that happen in the show. But that is not the character she's playing. She's not playing herself. She
No.
uses the names of lodge entities.
Oh,
The Chalfonts is the old woman
okay.
that gave Laura the picture was Mrs. Chalfont. And whatever the other one was. They used two names, this weird family. And she uses both those names in the conversation.
So maybe
So it's how you know that it's not real. So even though it seems like it's real, there's still, or it's at least touched by the lodge, which is when she knocks the power out. If that place is touched by the lodge, they might have eradicated it from the thing. They might have
Timelines?
taken Judy out the same way they took out Bob. I like it as an ending. It's a happy ending. If you want it, I like it. But who does Dale Cooper then?
Yeah.
Like if Laura, if it's just an idea that Dale Cooper found where Laura Palmer was dreaming, and just entered her dream to wake her up, and then he just goes back to being Dale Cooper in the FBI like nothing happened. Okay, fine, I guess. Seems weird, but okay.
But then the Blue Rose would not need to exist.
See, this does not look like the cafe from the thing. It's different. It's the actual sign, not the one that they had when you put it up for the TV. And it's purposeful shot to show you that it's like, that's just what it looks like. Where Ken ate, you said he ate at that diner? That's the diner he ate at, not the one that's made up for the TV show.
That's an establishing shot.
That established a lot.
It did.
Oh, this ending is haunting. It's a haunting ending.
Because we've been watching him drive for what feels like a goddamn hour now.
Yeah, we took the whole ride from Odessa.
And now we're about to just end.
So now you're looking at the clock going, there's 4 minutes left.
And you're starting to wonder, like, it's going to end abruptly. You know it have to. Is it going to be anything worthwhile?
And it was. In my opinion, it was. I think it's the perfect ending.
I have so many questions. I have so many goddamn questions.
That's why we're doing a bonus episode on theories. Although we just had a lot of time to talk about them. As I said, they're going to take a long drive. They're going to stop for gas. I was so on the edge of my seat watching this the first time. Where I'm like, how do you wrap this up in 2 minutes?
I don't know. Okay, I got to pay attention to this conversation because maybe it means that this reality had the well, no, it's touched by the lodge. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think the fact that the power goes out when she screams tells you that it is touched by the lodge, at least this house, that she knocks it out, but she also knocks the whole thing out of existence.
Right, everything.
Like I said, the Lynch Frost production logo that's been crackling with electricity doesn't have any when it goes, when we can see it again. It's knocked out the whole thing. So what's next? I don't know, because I don't even know where we technically started. I don't know what's real. Because you have the original Twin Peaks timeline, you have the new Twin Peaks timeline, you have whatever this is, you have if he's just Richard, you have is Laura dead, is she disappeared, is she dreaming? There's so many ways to take it, and there's evidence to support all of it.
Right, and there's no...
I love everybody's theories, because they're always based on something that makes you go, I never thought about that part of it.
There is no...
But he's taking her by the hand again, just like he tried at the end of the last
in the
episode.
forest. She's not going to disappear this time.
No, they might all disappear this time.
I don't know. It's part of what you were saying, not having a fixed reality to work from, to start from.
Yeah, so I don't know what they would wake up into or what comes next.
Right.
She knocks out this reality. Zero question.
But this reality could have been the actual reality, I guess.
It could have been our life. Yeah.
Right. It could have. Who knows? We have no starting point.
Well, what I mean is, I know for certain that if there was a continuation on past this moment, they wouldn't be standing on that street. I'm like 100% on it. Right. I just don't know where they'd be.
They'd be with Audrey Horne.
I like the idea that they'd be in the White Lodge. That's where they were. That's the good place to go to. It's like heaven and hell, if you want. Mm-hmm. And that he escaped hell to save her, and they got to the White Lodge. Some people see now the end of Fire Walk with Me of them in the room where her angel returns as being the White Lodge, even though it's filmed the same because they didn't have the same ideas back then. But when you see her, she's happy there. When you see him, he's happy there. You never see people happy in the lodge. So even though it looks like the Black Lodge in the Red Room, I like the idea that that's the White Lodge and that's the actual ending to the whole story. But that's always because I thought that ending was a happy ending.
Now, they all seem, Laura too, even though she knows nothing about this.
Well, she's just been driven across country to stand at a weird person's house and knock at the door in the middle of the night. I think she's acting appropriately. This is the actual owner of the house who they asked if she would do the part. And she's like, all right, I guess. What a weird question, right? Do you know you live in the Laura Palmer house? Can you be in our show because it's going to fuck with people's heads that we have the actual owner of the house answering the door after 45 minutes of driving?
Now, what if she started talking about it like a TV show? That girl from the TV show?
Well, she's never seen it, apparently.
Right, because even I knew. Everybody wanted to know who killed Laura Palmer. Now, Sarah Palmer doesn't live here.
That's what she says.
But, hey, remember way back when we saw Sarah Palmer at her house and I think somebody came to talk to her?
Yeah, Hawk did.
Yeah, and there was something going on in the other room?
Yes.
What was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
That's Judy just breaking dishes.
Judy doing stuff. Doing dishes.
But like, she's talking to her husband, but it's a similar kind of vibe of there's someone else in there and I don't see them.
Right.
And the name she's going to give back, Chalfont, that's a lodge monster name.
Okay.
And then there's another one she'll say it in a second. That's a lodge monster name. I say lodge monster, that's what the grandmother's name was. They went by the Chalfonts and the whatever it is. And it's clearly tied to the lodge. So even though this seemed like the most grounded place, something weird's here.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah, this 100% doesn't seem like any kind of...
No, this is just like a regular conversation, except if you know those names, it's like, oh, this is connected.
Yeah, but the
So
fact
he's not wrong, but he doesn't seem to recognize the names. He should recognize the names.
Did he ever learn about the other
In his
lodge
case,
monsters?
yes, he completely learned about those names.
Okay.
Because it was in Chet Desmond's report. Tremont's the other one. So Tremont and the Chelforts, which are the same people, they just use those names as they travel around. They lived at the Fat Trout Trailer Park.
Okay.
And also they lived where Donna delivered Meals on Wheels to the grandmother in season 2. So they were around.
Wait, the lodge monsters were around
The Chalfonts and the Tremonts, whatever they were.
Their families are somehow tied.
Yeah.
Because we found that out with Evil Cooper, that there are apparently lots of people ready to do the bidding of various monsters.
So at this point, watching it the first time, I'm like, what? Are they just going to get in the car and drive away? Because I'm going to lose my mind.
Because we got a minute left.
Yes. There's a lot of clock watching going on this one.
I didn't. I wasn't watching the clock, so it kind of took me by surprise. I mean, I knew something was going to end abruptly, but not this. All right. So now they don't know what to do, right?
Well, she doesn't even know why she's here.
He seems confused now.
Well, I think he's just finally thinking of how little sense any of this makes, which is why his question is what it is. Because he can't tell you what year it is. That just seems like a thing you should know.
And I keep coming back to the fucking mic saying, is this the future or the past?
Yeah, that he said that like 3 times in the show.
Right. Always in that room.
Yeah.
It's always like trying to establish where are we?
Well, that's why there's reads on it of, did he never leave the room? Mm-hmm. Is this just another cycle he's been through of trying to escape the room and he can never get it right? No, I don't think so. I don't actually subscribe to that.
No, it makes sense, though. Now Cooper's figuring stuff out.
Well, he's trying to think of the most basic thing, and he can't think of it. I think that's the point of the question is, how do I not know the answer to that? Mm-hmm. And then, but here's the thing. He asks it. She doesn't know it either.
No.
She's thinking right now, and she's like, how do I not know that? That's a dream, man.
Yeah, but...
That's at least a false reality that's not...
But you know what? I don't know what year it is.
I'm not gonna know what year it is in a week because we're gonna be traveling back in time. But more on that later.
Yeah. Oh, that's coming.
But now the memories are coming back, and this blood curdling scream. She could still scream. Bye, Cooper. And the power goes out.
And that's it.
So I asked what was powering Twin Peaks. Now it's nothing. Now, I like the idea that she just woke up. I do like it. Except, I'm not sure what she woke up into.
No.
But I like it because they use the clip of her yelling up the stairs. Laura! It's the same clip from the pilot.
All right. So in theory, then, she could be waking up in her bed. Like
that he just
said.
woke her up, yeah.
There she is.
But this is what I don't like. Because I'm like, this is never he doesn't look happy about what he's hearing.
No, he doesn't look happy. I don't think he looks...
He looks horrified.
I think he doesn't like what he's hearing.
You can pick that up? But you won't give me horrified with that horrified look on his face? Now it looks sad? I don't think he's getting out.
I don't know.
I think he's spending eternity trying to save Laura Palmer, and it's never going to get him freed.
I don't know about that. I don't, because where would this loop have started? How would this loop have started? Like, are we going back to look at the bomb going off and Bob being born? How is that in the loop?
I don't know. Sometimes I think he got out. I don't know. But the question I have is, I don't know where he is now.
No,
so without knowing where he is now, I almost have to accept that he's nowhere.
But the question,
or the lodge,
the question,
or the White Lodge. I like that ending. It's a happy ending.
You never know where he is. You never know where any of them are.
Who, Dale Cooper?
Yeah.
He's been in the lodge for 25 years. I've known where he is.
I guess
he wasn't moving.
Without the establishing shots of what reality we're in each time, I have no clue where anything took place or what happened. Like, it really could. Maybe it is a loop, like you said.
Well, when Philip Jeffries shows us the 8,
yeah,
but he also shows us where he's moving them to.
Yeah, and it was just a little slide that he makes too.
He actually flipped it. He reversed it photo negative style, and that's why it moved. Because he took the 8 and he turned it around so it moved from here to here.
I don't remember that.
Of course you don't.
Rewind it. It just slid down. It didn't reverse, did it?
He turned it so it went from being on this side to being on this side because a lot of things are turning. Mm-hmm. And when he gets to, there's no sound on this one.
Right. It's just blankness.
It's crazy.
This show is annoying. Well, I've watched 18 episodes and I've learned nothing.
You've learned a lot. It's just putting it together that's the nightmare.
I don't know that I've learned anything if I can't put it together. If I can't walk away and go, this is what happened.
Interesting.
What did I learn?
Could you learn what Legos are without putting them together?
No, I didn't know what they were.
I guess you can't learn their full function.
No.
Although there's a picture on the box.
That's what helped me. I saw the potential. I had a big pile of potential. And then
that's what your mom said. She doesn't say that anymore.
No, she doesn't. Luckily, I could badmouth her all I want because she's not listening to this episode.
Oh, she gave up on Twin Peaks also?
Oh, no, she gave up on... Is Ken Barnes here?
I mean, I don't know.
No. So she has no interest in this. Well, she's missing out.
I'm going to start putting voice clips of him at the beginning of the episode so she sits there waiting for him to come back and waste her time.
All right. The show is annoying. In 1 week, I guess we're going to have to talk about it.
No, in 3 days.
Oh, is that when it comes out?
It's going to be a bonus episode in 3 or 4 days.
All right. So I'm going to have some thoughts. Is there anything you want me to think about?
Oh.
While I'm kind of preparing my thoughts on this series.
You like when the guy's got your finger up your bum, you want to
you know what?
Know what to think about?
When I'm all fucked up tomorrow, and I'm it's supposed to take a few hours, where apparently after they ravage my body, much like Mr. C ravaged Laura Dern.
We should record during that hour.
I am going to be...
We got to record a watch along to something ridiculous during that time.
I believe we won't be able to do a watch along, so I'm going to have to keep running up to take a shit every few seconds.
That's fine.
But I'm not opposed to it.
That would be so funny.
Oh, man, now I kind of like that idea.
What if you started making sense?
When I'm on whatever they give you?
No, we're going to do our Twin Peaks Theories episode tomorrow so that you can make the most sense of our
All right, then you got to give me some things to think about while I'm you know what? I'll be like lucid dreaming, so maybe I'll see Cooper or Laura Palmer or Bob or something. I still don't know who Judy is or what Judy is. Maybe she is trapped there at the end.
She's Zhao Day.
Zhao Day.
And I believe that she is trapped in that reality, and I think she gets destroyed by Laura Palmer. I just don't know what happens to Laura Palmer and Dale Cooper after they do that. And there's no way to know that, except if you want to believe that she wakes up.
Now, Cooper slowly realizing he doesn't know where he is or what's going on.
Which is how I read that scene completely.
Okay, yeah, I'm not disagreeing. Does that...
Well, I mean, it has to be because he asks a question that means I don't know what's happening, but it's that she doesn't know either.
But it would imply then that this wasn't part of the plan, right? Like, Cooper seems as shocked as anyone else to realize where he is.
I agree, but the thing is, Ben Grimm, the point is, though, that if what happens next is that Laura Palmer remembers and then destroys Judy, which might be what happens at the end of that, then he doesn't actually have to remember what's happening or understand what's happening because he actually did the plan and delivered her right to where she had to be. And the power going out tells me that that is kind of what happened. So he's been losing memories. He couldn't even remember the name Chalfont that he should know. So there's been things where he's not, I think he's Richard. I don't think he's Dale Cooper. Still carrying on the mission of Dale Cooper.
That makes sense. Who the fuck is Richard now?
Exactly. So when he tells him, remember Richard and Linda, I think he's telling him, don't lose yourself in there. You got to remember that that's not you, that you're Dale Cooper, because that's the mission we're doing.
But then why is he saying, remember Richard and Linda?
Well, it's the same thing as me saying, like, let's say your name's Pete, but then if you go into a dream, you have to remember that you're Pete. So if I tell you to remember the person that you're going to be, it's like, okay, so I'm Pete. That's you can say it either way.
So was he Dale or Richard?
I think that the avatar in that world was probably Richard to everybody else, but he was still holding the Dale Cooper mission.
Okay.
But when you get to the end of the mission, he realized he had no idea where he was.
Because that was part of the mission. He knew that was going to happen.
No, because he's fading away. The memories are fading, and like how long can you hold on to that in a dream to remember that what's real?
This is
She's already lost in it. She doesn't know what year it is. She doesn't know what year it is the whole time, and she never asked. She's been living a whole life, she thinks, there.
Yeah, but that's the way dreams work. She's only been there for 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's true.
But that 2 seconds can be an eternity. in dream world.
So
land.
she's, in theory, could wake up as a 17-year-old girl
Yeah, that one kind of makes a
in a
lot of
house
sense.
that's evil has finally been destroyed.
Well, because it was trapped in whatever universe we just left. The dream.
No, I
Judy,
think they killed it the same way they killed Bob.
fucking Freddy punched it.
Exact same way, yeah. Freddy was there.
Freddy was there waiting to beat the shit out of her.
What I thought about, thinking about the theories, what I guess I would tell you to think about is that the different layers of it, different levels of it, where they don't have to mesh well together. And it actually is like the great strength of the show to me is that I can think about fireman stuff. I can think about what's going on with Bobby Briggs. They have nothing to do with each other. And they both are interesting in their own way, but I can also think about the meta level of it. Like the Monica Bellucci stuff. That doesn't have to do with anything else either. You can find your own points you want to make about each one without them affecting the other one. Because things are existing on different planes the same way there's different timelines to me on the show. Where I don't think any of the Billy stuff happens in parts of that story. I don't think he exists. Richard Horn, I don't think exists in the Billy timeline. Same thing where, yeah, I can follow the plan. I can actually understand the plan that the firemen and that Dale Cooper have put together. I can understand the plan. I can't tell you if it worked. I can tell you what the plan was, I think. But it doesn't have anything to do with other parts I can get joy out of. Like, is watching the box us watching the box? Is Dale Cooper watching the show at the end when he's transposed over it, watching the show?
Or is that Richard watching the show?
Or is it Richard? Or is he trapped in the lodge? Or do they end up in the White Lodge? Or is he dead? There's no way to answer those things, but you can pick anything you want to and find things that support it. But I like to think of it on different levels where because something doesn't add up with something else, it doesn't have to necessarily mean that thing doesn't work. Like my theory that Richard Horn doesn't exist on the Billy timeline. Okay, maybe there would be something in there you go, well, that doesn't really make sense with this thing. I'd be like, that's a whole different thing. Like, what's going on with the fireman is a different thing. What's going on with Monica Bellucci is a different thing. They don't have to interfere with each other because they're happening in different places, different existences.
Yeah. Now we're Jesus Christ. If everyone, in theory, if we're viewing a dream and these are perhaps just dreams, maybe everything that happens is a dream of a particular person, so it doesn't have to hang together. We'll never know that because we're just being given the one perspective.
I guess that'd be a good way to look at it, is the Monica Bellucci question. But who is the dreamer?
Mm-hmm. Well, that might give us a starting point to try to figure out where we are in.
I think there are at least 5 very soluble answers. That
I think that means able to dissolve.
Yeah. I'm able to dissolve all 5 of them.
Okay. I got Audrey.
I don't have Audrey.
You don't have her in a different reality?
No, I
a
think
dreamer?
I think that she realized this is all bullshit. I don't think she's the one controlling it.
Right, but I think she was dreaming, just like possibly.
I don't think she was dreaming.
You don't
I think
think
she
so?
realized she was trapped in someone else's dream.
But so she was dreaming then to get there, right?
No.
How would she have gotten into a dream then?
Again, I don't think dreams are what you keep saying dreams like dreams. I don't mean dreams. I mean, I think she realizes she wasn't in the right place.
Right, but I'm assuming a
But she
dream
didn't
is
dream
like-
herself there, or else she would have had control over it or understood what was happening. Or at least it wouldn't have felt so foreign to her. Carrie Page doesn't think anything's foreign. So here are the things the thing to think about for next week, or the bonus episode. Here are the 5 people I have written down that I think you could make a strong case for being the dreamer.
Okay.
Laura Palmer, Dale Cooper, Richard.
Richard Horn?
No.
Richard. Oh, Dick.
Richard, who Dale Cooper is when he's in.
Yeah, Dick. I call him Dick now.
David Lynch.
Okay.
And us,
But I'm not asleep.
the audience. Everybody sleeps sometime. That's how Freddy gets you with his green glove.
I didn't realize this was the
He pulled the same thing here on this show that he did with the original show, by the way, where there's Bob, the evil, and Mike, his counterpart there that he used to hang with. But who are the 2 kids in town? Bobby and Mike. And he did it here. There's Richard Horn, but also remember Richard. And that's who he is when he wakes up and sees the note. So he does this thing all the time with names just to be annoying.
Yeah, that is annoying.
He does that all the time. The Bob and Bobby thing was so annoying, and there's 2 Mikes. It was so annoying. And then because people read into that really hard. And it's like, I don't think it has anything to do with anything other than I think he thinks it's kind of funny. And I think he did it again here, where it's like this horrible guy, Richard Horn, who's the child of Audrey Horn and Mr. C. And like, would he wake up in another reality? Richard.
But that could have been a...
It can't. It doesn't add up at all. And I think he just does it because he thinks it's funny.
Well, if you look at the idea of dreams being planes or something, like those names could transfer. You know what I mean? Like you heard it while you're awake, so it becomes something different in your dream.
But he did it with the Billy thing too.
I know.
There's William Hastings. It's the only Bill we got. It's not Billy. He's never called Billy, but it's like he does this because he's a jerk. I'm glad he's dead.
No, see, I think that's just it's showing the interconnectedness of the whatever we're being shown. Somehow they're all connected because names keep popping up. They're completely different people, but there's some sort of overall similarity as you shift between dimensions. Things are similar, and the farther away you get, like the TV version was way different than, say, our reality. But the last place they went to in Odessa, that was more like our reality.
Ever seen two things more different than the first half of episode 17 and the rest of it?
No. Well, I mean, yes, but
ending to what I was just going to say is the TV show plot lines we've been watching is so completely different than the tone and the mood and what we get afterwards. It's unbelievable. That's why I've come to really enjoy it.
It really is. It's a fucking fun, happy, exciting ending.
But it's like a bad ending, too. Like a good ending for the character you defeated the evil. But it's like a bad ending. You would walk away from that finale and go, the show didn't really nail that landing, did it?
You know, I don't know. If that's how it ended, if that were literally like that, the last thing you see, they stretch it out a little, give you a total hour to end it, and it ends like that with the fight and maybe a little bit more wrap up of, good job, everybody, handshakes. Would it have been a bad ending?
I think it's a pretty silly ending. And instead, it's got its ending. It's much different. We'll get into it in the bonus episode in a few days.
So these are the 5 people.
Just the 5 people where I can look at the perspective of I think they could be controlling the dream or creating the dream.
Okay, who are the other two after Richard? I'm sorry.
Different dreams. The audience.
Oh, yeah, the audience and Lynch.
David Lynch. Laura Palmer. Dale Cooper. But then Richard, who I think is a different thing than Dale Cooper.
You think Richard's a different thing than Dale Cooper?
I think Dale Cooper could be the dream of Richard, but I think you could look at it the other way and say Dale Cooper is just a person who is also able to enter dreams and able to enter Laura Palmer's dreams. So there's 2 ways to look at it. One of which is very outside of the reality, and the other one is more within it.
Okay.
That's why I think it's important to make that distinction, because when I say Richard, I don't mean Dale Cooper. I mean Dale Cooper doesn't exist. That Richard's dreaming of a Dale Cooper. When I say Dale Cooper, that means, okay, that Dale Cooper is the existing person, and he could be stuck in the red room. This is his trap. That's what. There's 5 different ways that I've come up with to kind of look at it.
And there's...
So think about that when that finger's up your butt.
I'll ask him questions.
All right. Anything you want to say about the final regular episode of Twin Peaks: The Return?
No, but it makes me really want to watch it again.
Well, tell Kitty that you're doing a watch along with her.
Okay, she might be excited. Like she's only seen.
She won't be.
She saw 2 or 2.5 episodes, and she was really intrigued by it. She won't tell me that, and she won't admit it.
No,
but
here's what she told me. She never texts me, but I got a text from her on Thursday. Oh my God, still have 6 weeks of Twin Peaks to not listen to, and then Adam Sandler giving me a thumbs down. And just to tell you how little she texts me, the last text I got before that was April 25th. So she never texts me, but she had to tell me how upset she was when she saw that cross her feed and it was another Twin Peaks episode.
But she thinks the show is interesting. She was watching. She might have been playing on her phone and acting like she didn't know what was happening.
And saying, I don't think this is interesting.
Every time I told her, Kitty, look what's happening now, and then explained all the backstory to stuff that was going on, she was super interested.
Well, we'll get into what interested you.
Oh, God.
When we talk theories of Twin Peaks: The Return on the final episode of our now 10-episode miniseries.
And the revelation we've all been waiting for, who is Bill Pullman?
And I bet it's not better than my answer.
Who do you think it was?
It was Ray.
Bill Pullman's not dead. I'll tell you that right now. Bill Pullman survives.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't know who survives or if anybody survives.
Yeah, that's I'm going to argue that Bill Pullman survived no matter what. And you'll see, I've got it hangs together really well. Next time
So look forward to that. Because I can't, and I don't, and I won't, and you can't make me. All right. Pete's got to go get a finger up his butt. And tomorrow he has a colonoscopy. See you later.